Papa Team 6, welcome to another episode of For the Dads. I hope the trash is taken out. We have a huge episode ahead of us. We got to keep it under an hour.
And we will.
I look over here. We got a lot on the docket. We have a shout out at the very top of the episode. Our first gender reveal through For the Dads podcast. This wasn't our idea.
This was not.
We had somebody who recommented, wrote in, Wifey, MT6er. She knows the gender. Hubby does not know the gender.
Yeah.
And it's going to get revealed to him because she just knows he listens to For the Dads every week. So this dad could be sitting there. Maybe there's some dads or fathers, or maybe they're not fathers that are out there like, did I knock Wifey up right now? She knows I don't. But we have that to get to. What this show is, guys, this is we don't sit here and BS you.
Yeah.
We don't sit here and talk to you about how perfect parenthood is and fatherhood is.
Yeah.
This is no parent lectures throughout the entire episode. We do talk about things we enjoy and love and things that we are learning about fatherhood and parenthood. But make no mistake, these are two caveman brains raising some little ones, just laughing along the way, trying to figure it out along the way, building community with you guys, having some fun, having some laughs, having some lollipop.
Maybe there might be a lecture about a Iowa wrestling coach from the 1970s to 1990s. You might find that on this dad podcast.
We might read a comment and say, we need to sit this gentleman down, look him in the eye, and tell him some Dan Gibble lore because he needs to get his shit together.
Yeah.
You might hear that.
You might hear that, but it's a fun lecture.
Yeah. Maybe it's a little excerpt from Daily Dad.
Yes.
We get emotional. If you listen to last week's episode, we'll go over the dad brain for the dads out there listening. We know that we have dad brain where we are forgetful of things that happened a week ago. So we'll go over some old stuff from the episode last week.
Yeah.
I'm having dad brain right now because I didn't know where I was going to go with that.
Maybe we may even quote a scene from The Lord of the Rings and we'll start crying as we talk about it.
Yes, emotions. We'll laugh, we will cry. You will damn near feel everything. You know, what, 50-50?
Yeah,
we cry, 50-50. What, 50% of the episodes, would you say?
60-40.
60-40.
Yeah.
We went on a run there where it was like you could bet on it on FanDuel.
We did go on a run. And last two episodes, we've cried.
Was it? Are we done 2 in a row now?
Yeah, dude. We went back to back.
Last week took a hard turn.
Yeah.
Took a tough turn.
Technically, Sherm, 2 episodes ago was Mr. Taylor Lewan.
Oh, that's
so there was
true.
a little gap of laughter, but Taylor also says it's cool to cry. So
Taylor did say that.
Yes, he did say it's cool to cry. As a PT6 community, Papa Team Sixers, we all know it's cool to cry.
It is.
But we are on every platform, audio, video. Please make sure you are subscribed. Please make sure you are following channels.
Yeah.
All the PT6ers know that we've had a fascination with Spotify and the comments in recent months. There's also, if you click on the little logo thing and show it, we have 10,000 followers on Spotify. I know we have reported that before, but all you have to do is hit the follow button right next to, maybe be 10,001.
Hey, yo.
10,001. But support the boys. We encourage you to subscribe. We also encourage you. We love to recruit more dads.
We do.
More MT6ers, more Seaman Team 6ers. We got Chef, captain of the Seaman Team 6 out there. The Funkle Club, the Uncle Club. Deke is with us as always.
Yep.
But support the boys. Have some fun with us. There's Reddit channels. There's X channels. I got in that little X community last week. Very fired up.
Jared Ladd is cooking on
Yes,
there.
he is.
Cooking.
He is. But a lot of fun stuff to talk about. I am personally... My overarching theme with my toddler right now, Rue, is her receiving the word no. Her receiving the word no.
Okay.
I know Mom was in town for you over the weekend.
Yes.
We will get into all that stuff, but we have to hit
this stuff at the top because we got some juicy.
Yeah. We can't let dad brain just let us run and ramble because we got to keep this episode under an hour.
We have to.
But
off the rip.
This is off the rip.
Hot off the press.
Spotify. Again, this is a gender reveal. It was not our idea. This got written in. She basically baked it into our brains and we're like, I got goosebumps because I'm like, this is awesome.
And this comes off the heels of the hubby commented last week. So she took it upon herself to be like, if he's going to shout me out, I'm doing this.
Oh, so now the hubbies who wrote in last week that got featured on the show, now it's dwindled down.
Yeah.
Now those gentlemen are like, is wife pregnant?
Yeah.
Or what's the sex of the baby?
Someone out there is going, Am I a dad?
Yeah.
Which this is the perfect podcast for that. If you're asking yourself, am I a dad?
Around what week do you find out the genders? At around like 16, 12?
That sounds right. Well, with the DNA testing now, it could be like 8 weeks.
Yeah. But we go with 12. You've kept this from me for 12 weeks.
Yeah, what are you
This is how I'm finding out.
doing?
But here we go. All right.
Drum roll.
Hello, PT6ers. My name is Raquel, and my husband Jorge made a little shout to me on here, and I am very thankful for your podcast because you have helped my husband feel more secure in becoming a dad. This is all caps lock. He doesn't know the gender, but I do.
Ooh.
He listens to every episode and was hoping you could tell him the gender here.
Ooh.
We are having parentheses drum roll. A boy.
Let's go,
Jorge!
Let's go, Jorge.
Congrats to Jorge. Congrats in the chat. Congrats in the comments.
Let's go. Yeah, what should they comment to Jorge in the comments?
I don't know. I'm so giddy right now.
Blue heart.
Blue heart.
Blue heart, Jorge.
Blue heart. She actually commented the blue heart emoji and the tears emoji, the crying emoji.
I love that.
So blue heart and crying
Yes.
with good at the very end.
Good. God, that's exciting.
Does that not juice you up?
Yeah,
man?
it does. That people are even wanting to do that with this podcast is like
Yeah.
awesome. That's so much fun.
Yeah, that was not our idea. Again, not experts on this show.
I have some very juicy listener submission content right here. We had a girl write in.
Kourtney.
Looking for love. She sent an email basically saying like, hey, Will, Sherm, can you put me on game? We tried our best because, again, we are not professionals. We're not love experts.
Not at all.
But there's a guy named Zachary Edwards out there that just wanted to put himself out there to Kourtney.
Oh, wait. We got somebody. We're matching love. We're playing Cupid.
He provided a picture.
No way.
Yeah. He's serious about this. So, Kourtney, if you're watching, if you're listening, this is Zach. This is Zachary.
Are you bullshitting right now? That's real. That's real. That's
This
a
is
submission.
him.
That's a handsome boy.
That's a handsome boy.
What?
Nice Adam's apple.
Yes. Which that's a good sign. That's high tea.
Yeah.
He's high tea.
High tea.
High tea, Kourtney.
Get out in the sun.
Zachary Edwards writes, fellas, my name is Zach Edwards from Indiana. I don't remember where
Hi,
Kourtney was from.
Zach.
Hey, Zach. Zach, you sound handsome, buddy. The day has finally come. For the Dads is a matchmaking show. You finally made it, boys. Congrats. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in who Kourtney Strong is. Send this her way and let the For the Dads gods do what they want. I'm a 29-year-old college tennis coach, no kids. Financially stable, check. My own apartment, check. Sports guy, check. For the Dads, check. Supportive family, check. And let's be real, fellas. I'm not the ugliest stud in the barn, but I damn sure ain't no show pony. I like this guy.
I like him too.
Kourtney, I don't know this guy. We don't know this guy, but from what I'm hearing, I like what I'm hearing. He ends it with, let's see what Kourtney thinks. Appreciate your time, fellas. Love what you're doing, Zach. And we'll leave it at that. We're not doing anything else with that situation other than we'll watch it unfold.
Yeah.
We'll just watch it unfold.
Does he have a social?
I mean, we have his email address, but I don't know if he wants to put that into the world.
We probably shouldn't say his email address.
Yeah, but it's Zachary Edwards, and he's a tennis coach in Indiana.
And
so
Kourtney
I feel like
is a Michigan girly. Just to confirm, a Michigan girly.
oh,
kind of like the Midwest.
yeah. I mean, Indiana and Michigan.
I like to call that kind of the Middle East.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do too.
Indiana, Michigan. I would prefer that we had a region called the
Middle East.
Yeah,
The-
because
yeah.
it's not the Midwest.
The Ohio
you know what I mean?
River Valley. What does that even mean? It's
Yeah,
the Middle East.
yeah.
That's a good. That's good.
Think about it. The Arch in St. Louis. What is that referred to as?
The gateway to the West, right?
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
If you're on the left side, the west side,
yeah,
you're part of the Midwest. If you're on the right side, you're part of the Mideast, the Middle East.
yeah. They would be. They would be. And then what's Nebraska called? Like that stretch?
They're what, the Midwest? The Great Plains, the Heartland?
Yeah. The Midwest.
But they're like considered, I want to say Nebraska's considered in the Midwest.
Yeah.
But doesn't that make sense?
That makes sense in my
We
brain.
get called Midwest from Pittsburgh, and nobody likes it. We call ourselves Mideast to back you up because everyone says Pittsburgh's in the Midwest. That makes no sense.
Wait,
Middle East, man.
That does make zero sense.
Especially with everything going-
Yeah.
With everything going on. Yeah.
My opinion on the Middle East.
That's our opinion. If you're looking for Middle East talk, you're at the right podcast. You've come to the right podcast.
Hey, but I love that. So we have Zach, we have Kourtney sitting in a tree. KISSING. Maybe.
And Indiana, Michigan touch. There's a lot of universities in Michigan. If he's looking to be a tennis coach at one of those,
Yeah.
She's got a house. He does have his own apartment. We'll see.
I personally would love to see this. Would love to see this for the Dad's Papa Team 6 community.
Even if they went on one date.
Just one.
Even if they went
even
on
if they
one
don't-
date.
Even if they're not into it.
Yeah. And we got a
Could
picture
you
of that.
imagine? Yeah.
Us being idiots on a microphone talking about our own kids led to a human being named Zachary Edwards and another human being named Kourtney Strong to meet each other and share a meal.
Yeah.
That's
See,
a
people
wild
that-
thought.
Based on people gravitating toward the show, based on the fun we have,
Yes.
but wanting to be intentional fathers and husbands and all this, like you could. The only thing I wouldn't want to happen is a pressure for it to work
There's
out.
zero
You know what I mean? Like if
pressure.
they did go on a date,
Yes.
like if Kourtney happened to write in, she's listening to this right now. She writes in, would love to grab coffee.
Yeah.
And then we can see where it goes.
There's
from there.
zero pressure.
But there would be zero pressure.
Yeah.
Again, it would be all time. Because all I'm thinking about is Taylor told a story where he was playing a video game with somebody, Ark.
Please tell this story. This
I
is
might butcher it a
a
little
wild
bit.
story. This is a
But-
wild story.
He was playing a video game on Xbox, and was just in the online world of Ark, and is rolling with this crew, this tribe of people. They like allow somebody else in, right? Do you know
Yes,
this story?
I do.
They allow somebody else in. Again, they don't know them specifically, or was it somebody in Canada that they do know?
He knows. So he would play with his wife and his wife's friend, and they were a threesome, but you can roll in a squad of 4 in this
Yeah.
video game.
Yep.
They come across he was an Aussie or like from New Zealand.
He was something.
He was something.
He was leveled up to where he could potentially join the squad.
He was prime in the video game of like, oh, this guy wants to link up with us. Let him into the squad. This guy's a killer. And through them playing this video game, the wife's friend, Taylor's friend, and this guy fell in love, and they now live together in Canada
Yeah. Married.
and married
Through
through that
Xbox.
video game. I swear to you.
Good as he is.
He's apparently a beast at the game,
A
but they got
beast.
connected, they got linked up, and now they're married. I think they're married.
I think that's right because they're living
No
together.
matter what,
for sure.
I know that they were, last I heard, like when the story came about, they were living together.
Yeah. Love can come in a multitude of ways.
Love can come in a multitude of ways.
That's why when Kourtney wrote in initially, I was like, hey, I don't really have game to put you on because love can come in so many different ways.
Some more dad brain to talk about from last week's episode for those who either didn't tune in. You might be a first-time listener. I hope you're enjoying For the Dad so far. It's just so much enough that you do hit the follow and subscribe button on all the channels and engage with us on all social media and leave comments and have fun. But last week, one that got a lot of traction was PTFit.
Yes.
PTFit got a lot of traction. I have a story after I tell this one from Mason Gill. PTFit, one thing that's helped motivate me to get my body right was when I heard someone say, it's easy to say you'll die for your family, but would you live for them? Sure, it's easy to say I'd die for them, but am I willing to take care of myself so that I can live for them? Eat right so that I can have the energy for them. Work out so that I can keep up with them. Love you boys. Let's be the best us we can be for our families. Hashtag good, hashtag PTFit. That is phenomenal, Mason Gill. In a great point.
I love that. I love that. It reminds me of the saying, instead of something costs a lot, it's worth a lot. Like telling yourself it's actually worth a lot. It doesn't cost a lot. Like the cost of getting up early and working out and stuff.
And one of Deke's favorite sentences, we don't have to, we get to.
Yeah.
I love that flip right there too.
Yes. It's a good write-in.
Yeah, I would die for my family. Would you live for them?
Yeah, dude. And PT Fit is, I mean, we've already touched on this, but like now that I'm back, I'm on muscle relaxers. I'm feeling great. You know, sorry, Sherm's good. He's not sitting like a psychopath anymore. But
Just how sincere you were in explaining it. You're like, I'm back on supplements. I'm back on the health train. You're like, everything's all good. I'm back on muscle relaxers.
Hey, I'm PT Fit. I got the muscle relaxer. I'm working out now.
No, but it was a good reminder of like, man, it feels really great to get out of bed and not have tightness and pain and yada yada, and having some conversations with Jill about my health and the direction that I should be heading towards. So I think it's time. I think it's time to be PT Fit.
It is time, bro.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, you're not alone. I went and got a little check-in the other day. Did the DEXA scan. Body fat percentage is up to 27.
Yeah.
Over 6. It just sits in my brain. Over 640 grams of visceral fat.
Yeah.
Got off the wagon over the last few months. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
I ain't running from that. You want to know what's crazy? Blood pressure's high. Cholesterol's high.
Yeah,
I sound like I'm a 50-year-old man. Yeah. And I'm sitting there talking. As I'm getting checked in, this nurse is taking my blood pressure, doing all this stuff for like my vitals.
Uh-huh.
And we're just having this conversation. She's like, no, how's your fitness been since you last been in? Last time I was in July. I was like, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't really done shit in the last few months. It's kind of been my worst run that I've had, like post-football career of not doing stuff for like the last 3 or 4 months because it's just been such a whirlwind. That's the excuse and justification I tell myself anyway. Yeah. And she's sitting there when she gets done. She's like, oh, by the way, I'm a fan of your show. And I'm thinking, Bussin'.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you watch Bussin'? She's like, no, I'm an MT6er.
Ooh.
And I was like, no shit. We shared a laugh. I was like, yeah, I sit back and 10 seconds go by and I'm like, so wait a minute. If you listen,
Hey,
you already know I haven't been doing a whole lot. Because I've expressed it on the pod before. So if I lied, were you going to call me on it? She's like, oh, I was just making conversation. She's been trying to get her husband more on it. She's an MT sicko. She's a PT sicko more than her husband.
Really?
Her husband's into it. She's like, I was showing him. She's like, I listened to the PT Fit one.
Yeah.
And I went in on, when did I go in? Do you guys remember last week? Because we recorded on Tuesday. I think I went in on Wednesday. So she had listened.
She had already listened.
Yeah, within the first 24 hours. But she's like, I was showing my husband who's like a performance coach or a fitness coach or like has a gym or something. And I was showing him and he was kind of, they were just talking shop on him potentially giving us plans, whatever it is. I feel like people have been reaching out about wanting to be involved in the PT Fit community.
They reached out heavy to Derek on the For the Dads page.
So even before we had that episode on the Reddit, people were tossing in saying, hey, I need accountability buddies and putting their workout plans on the Reddit page. So there's a discussion there.
That's hilarious.
All YouTube and Spotify comments right now are PT Fit and people in that same mindset of like, hey, we got a little dad epidemic going on, a couple guts and stuff. And every dad in there is like, hey, we can do this together. And it's kind of been this rolling ball of PT Fit, PT Thicko to PT Fitto is coming around. So
PT Thicko to PT Fitto. It is one of those things too. Like, obviously we have fun. We joke and serious about PT, like, all this stuff. It is interesting. Like when the 4 months, cause it's been about 4 months that I haven't really done a whole lot, how fast it just goes. And you feel like you're just in this snowball of momentum of the monotony of every day, whether your career chasing your ambitions, stuff going on at home, stressors going on in your life. Yeah. And we've talked about it at length on this pod about like taking care of yourself. Like what buckets are you filling up, waking up early, get in that bucket if you have to. And it's just interesting how quickly things go. And then, you get dad bod all the stuff that happens. And then you just feel like you're in it, like it's your identity. So you kind of just stick with it, or you kind of just stay to it because you're like, it would suck to start over. It would suck to start from scratch. I know that's something that goes on in my brain. It's like, fuck, I'm here doing this again, like starting over. You feel like you're starting over from scratch.
Yeah.
Versus a mindset of like, no, I'm restarting from experience. Like I've just had a bad run. Doesn't mean I can't just switch like that because of the importance of Mason writing in, talking about, you would die for them, but will you live for them? It's almost like you're thinking about it in terms of, which is spot on, like playing with your kids, like being healthy for them, showing them what a healthy lifestyle looks like. Cause we always want to feed our kids well, and we want to talk to them about nutrition and how, hey, eat your veggies. It's good for your brain. Eat your protein. It's good for your muscles. This will make you run faster, jump higher.
Yeah.
This will help you be more creative. This helps you draw better. Carrots help you see better. Like you're doing all the things to educate them, while I'm sitting there snacking away on the side, making sure Rue eats the right meal. And it's like, you want to show the example of what healthy living looks like and what hard work looks like even when it is hard and it is stressful and you are kind of beat down mentally and you've just gotten in this bad momentum. You've gained a lot of bad momentum and you're kind of just stuck in it. It's like, dude, you can show them what it's like to just restart today, tomorrow. You want it to be today or yesterday, to where you're like, you now have a story when they're in a rut at some point in time. You're pulling from your own experience. And it's like, this might sound, I know we were talking about stuff being a comment being intense before, but even just the protection of being with your kids and being with your wife and being with it enough to like, if you ever do get in a situation, to feel like you can protect them.
It as funny as it, like you read that comment before, I really did when my back was locked up. I did have the thought of just watching a movie on Netflix where a guy's scrapping and I'm like, I would go down in 5 seconds with my back locked up. Like I would literally just be on the ground going, water. Like what I did, like I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, and to your point, you could not have hit closer to home on what my internal thoughts have been with feeding Scarlett. She has just started solid. So it's like, she's having an apple with avocado.
Yeah,
and,
man.
This little berry mix pouch thing. Like we try to have like 2 or 3 options for her when we're doing solids now. And then Dad got the 7-piece tender meal because he didn't eat lunch
that
at
bucket
work
from KFC.
Yeah. He didn't eat lunch at work. So Dad has his hungry. So instead of the 3-piece, he went with the 7-piece and made the mashed potatoes just a little bit. Let's make that a large because that sounds good. And then I'm watching Scarlett.
Leftovers.
I'm watching Scarlett eat her food. I'm like, I don't want her sitting and eating like a 7-piece tender meal.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want that for her.
And like, I see it with Rue because Scotty's still young. So I'm not saying that this happens, but there's a part of me that feels like I'll come home and if I work through my lunch or I don't eat throughout the afternoon and I get home and I start snacking before dinner, Rue sees me snacking. She'll come up and be like, Daddy, can I have a snack? Like, yeah, you can have a banana. You can have one snack. She'll eat the snack, but I'm over there still eating and snacking. She's like, Daddy, can I have another snack? And I'm just thinking like, she's seeing me do it. How, like, I'm going to, and I do tell her no, and I tell her why. And then when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, dude, she's watching me do it.
Yes.
So it's not like she's just like, oh, I'm just going to snack all the way up until dinner. I know Dad keeps telling me like, we got to wait till dinner. I mean, she might not be noting in her brain, but her brain could be telling her, I mean, I'm watching Dad do it. I'm watching Dad snack.
It is very much a monkey see, monkey do with, I don't have too much experience in that, but like just through volunteering and like being a counselor at camps and stuff, like the young kids want to mimic any type of behaviors, like any type of, they look up to these athletes and I want to be a soccer player just like this favorite soccer player. I want to be something just like this.
Yeah.
And there's no bigger superhero than your mom or dad. And so, I want Scarlett to like aspire for some kind of health of like, hey, my dad takes care of himself. I need to desperately.
And not only does my dad take care of himself, and that's admirable for as they grow up and think about it and think like, my parents took care of themselves. They showed me what it looked like. And not only that, but that's probably will be what they look for in their partner.
Yes. Also that is a very good point.
I want to add real quick. I was in, Will, like you, I was in a 3-year rut and I'm a little ahead. I pulled out of it in January. I've been going like 3 months really strong. The biggest thing on top of just like physical health is like the mental benefits to exercise is something that I've personally noticed like have been the biggest game changer over any kind of physical. And so I had 3 years like post college where I just was like, you don't have a coach telling you to run or sports doesn't keep you going. It's like, it's so easy to fall out of. And then finally, you know, enough hit enough. And it, you know, once you get back into it, it's like nowadays when I drive home, I'm really pumped because I know I'm going to go hit the gym. I know I'm going to sweat my ass off. And if it's like a rough day or something, like it's so insane how mentally clearing being physical is. And you forget about it because you get in that bad habit state. And it's like you just totally forget all the good times that you have working out where you go, oh my God, I can never, like when you're in it, you're like, I can't see myself not doing this because it's so beneficial. And it's so weird when you get sucked out of it and all it takes is just a little bit of momentum to get back in. You go, what the fuck was I doing for 3 years? Like, why was I not doing this every single day? It's crazy to see.
There's no better dopamine drop than getting the endorphins going.
No.
Like truly. Like it is kind of weird. Like it does suck once you're getting started, but once you're able to get into that phase, dude, I fully agree with you there, Chef.
I know with one of our partners in the busing universe is Form Energy. So First Form.
Oh, yeah,
I've
yeah,
always
yeah.
been massive fans of them. But Forcella had this thing that went crazy for a long period of time. It's obviously still out there, but it's called 75 Hard. But just knowing that Form is a partner in our universe, 75 Hard is out there. PTFitto, something there's got to be something there. Or it's anybody out there that's vibing with anything that SD6 or Chef is talking about, myself and Sherm, like anything that's like marinating. And it's like, yeah, I feel these things too. I love the community aspect because my wife was even bringing up too. She's like, you know, one thing I do think that you would benefit from, which I know you've like stayed away from because of injuries and you need like specific type of training, but just being around, whether it's an accountability buddy or just a group of guys again. Because a lot of my training would be around the team, around guys, around people that are there to help you subconsciously be accountable.
Well, and your dad getting super fit and dropping a ton of weight. My dad, very similar thing. He had to get back surgery, that spinal fusion.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he wasn't like super out of shape, but definitely could stand to like lose some weight. And for like the last 10 years, he has been so healthy, dude. And it does make me feel better of like, Scarlett's gonna have, but like Scarlett's gonna have her granddad and he's healthy and he's like, there is so much like excitement that comes out of that I'm like, I'm so glad. And I'm like really proud of my dad for him taking care of himself and like dieting, exercising, getting out and like,
dude, that's a great point. Like even us, we were the kiddos. We were the kid, like, you know, if our dads had a pod, we were the kids that they were talking about raising. We've grown up and we think about it with our parents for their grandkids.
Yeah, dude.
Like that's what we want from our grandparents.
Yes.
And every older person that is healthier, that is taking care of their body, and say it was over the last decade, it's like what they would do, the analogy would be the one where it's like they would grab you by the throat and holding you against the wall and be like, the one thing I wish I would have done is doing it sooner.
Yeah.
Like do it now when you are young. You don't want these problems. You don't want to have to get to a point to where you're now having to fix the entire operation to get a few more years out of life.
Yeah.
Like I wish I would have been doing this when I was young. And I sit back, I'm like, I'm 36. I know I'm young. I feel old at times. And I'm like, no matter what, I know the clock's ticking.
Yeah.
But you can't hear the ticking.
No, you can't. And it was very humbling. Like I had a huge win where I used to vape like crazy. Do you remember when I was contracting?
Yeah.
And I would hit that vape like insane, dude.
You were a vapor?
Insane. Jilly Bean would tell you that is like the biggest win that we've gotten of me, dude. Disgusting amount. I was a vape god. And not because I loved blowing fat clouds, but I purely would like, that was my Nick stick, dude. I was just, and like walking upstairs would get me wheezing. Like it was bad, dude. And so I was at the doctor last week. I went after we recorded that episode where I sat the entire time like this to be comfortable. And she was like, do you smoke vape or, tobacco? And I said, no, I do not. And I was very proud of that. But it's been like several years. And then she was like, height? I was like, 5'8". She was like, weight? I was like, 220. 220 pounds. And I'm thinking to myself, 5'8", 220, dude. What are we doing? Like,
yeah, man.
Ugh. So I am very much like, this feels good.
It's important, man. It's important for family. It's important for career. It's important for yourself.
Yeah.
I have one last thing, and then I'll shut up. But when I started back at it, I had 3 things that I did that, like, because I've tried a lot of times where you try and then maybe you get like a week of momentum, but then you stop. The 3 things I did was, like, there was a quote that I love, that when you climb a mountain, never look at the peak. You always look down at your feet and keep walking. That's something that, like, a mental thing. And the other big one was, like, every day when you're done, you just go, I tell myself, like, that's a chip. You just chipped away. And so you just chip and chip and chip. And then the other thing, which sounds counterintuitive, was it's nothing special. I'm just doing what I should be doing.
Yeah.
So, like, my parents, like, I live at home. They're like, we so proud. And I'm like, I appreciate it. But, like, it's like, as soon as I feel that, where I'm like, you start getting, I guess, relaxed, where you're like, hey, this is what I should be doing. It's nothing that special. That's what I tell myself. I don't know if that's helpful to anyone, but that's something that as I've been going through this, 3 things that I just love are, like, those little, like, it's just for your health. It's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
That's what I try to tell myself. It's been good.
Dan Gable.
SC
That's
that's
Jack
a
Gable
ST
right there.
sicko, dude.
Chef Gable.
Oh, how do you eat an elephant? Does anyone know how you eat an elephant? That's a great answer. One bite at a time, man. One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. I have one here from Jesse on Spotify. Jimmy, this is pertaining to last week's episode. Jimmy V. Sewed, boys. Had all the emotions in it. PT fit for life. We have to be healthy and stay around for the little monsters. Amen, Jesse.
Let's go. I mean, that's
Amen, Jesse.
I have Zach Aber, or Heber. Zach wrote in, this is a fun one. The trifecta hit this PT6er last night. All 3 kids have fevers, body aches, and congestion. Mom has an important presentation to present at the hospital today for work. So you know what that means. This PT6 veteran is tapping in. Dads don't get sick, all caps. Like my former college coach, Pete Carroll would say, mind over matter. If you think you're healthy, you're healthy. Stay positive and embrace the suck. This too shall pass. Love what you guys are preaching here, and keep up the good work. Fight on. And then his wife, Caitlin, then commented underneath and said, and he had a crockpot dinner ready when the wifey got home. And then she wrote, Shockwave. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our first MT6 confirmation of Shockwave on the show.
We got the Shockwave.
And Zach played for USC.
Yeah,
I mean,
was that's just kind of flying under the radar.
Yeah, that was like just kind of like
fight on my former head ball coach, Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll. He always used to say this. Okay, Zach.
Yeah,
that's sick. I wonder
Shockwave with the national championship ring on.
Yeah, for real. Ooh. Hold on, honey.
Hold on.
Hey, hold on, honey. And it's just this like old wooden box that you just the ring's sitting right there. Just slides onto the middle finger.
Yeah.
I got another one from Dalton Lobby, 1184 on YouTube. Boys, my dad came down and wants to make a father-son trip before my wedding in June. We both love the Braves. And so we're going to Atlanta for opening day this year. That's so fun. We will be traveling through Nashville, and I need one recommendation for somewhere to eat dinner. I have no idea where to even start, but if you could only choose one place to eat in Nashville, what would it be?
Oh, he doesn't know. Lord forgive him for
poor
does
Dalton.
Not understand.
Poor Dalton. Dalton, this is a fantastic question, though. I don't want you to beat yourself up.
Let's all give them one recommendation.
Let's give them one.
I would say, like, I don't know what kind of food they like. And so if Will picks something with steak, we'll pick something different and try to help him out.
That's a
If you're going to
great
hit a
call.
steakhouse,
You don't have to go steak.
you don't have to go steak.
I mean, you don't have to go.
Oh,
For your recommendation. Yeah. I don't want you to feel pigeonholed by my example.
Do I have to go steak?
You have to go steak.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm going to go with. Keep it clean, keep it right.
Yeah.
Your coffee shop in the morning has to be 8th and roast.
Ooh, okay.
Your coffee shop has to be 8th and roast.
Okay.
So I get to kind of low key bow out
you do.
of the restaurant business. However, I do. If you want a spot in the early half of the day, the front half of the day, you want a coffee, you want to go to a great local spot that reps Nashville, it's 8th and roast.
Come on.
No free shout outs.
No free shout-outs.
I have zero ties to anything 8th and roast. I should own a piece of their company.
Yeah.
Because I do love it. My kids have basically been raised in 8th and roast, but we love 8th and roast.
And you do give a lot of not free shout outs to them.
Yes.
They are loved by this podcast.
Yes.
Okay. Who's our electrician guy that we just absolutely love that comes in here? He's always talking to us.
Robbie
Put me on game. Shout out Robbie, by the way.
Shout out
I haven't
Robbie.
seen him in a minute. I love Robbie. He put me on game because my anniversary was coming up. I was looking for places to eat. He overheard the conversation, butted in with the best answer. It's called Jimmy Kelly's. It's a steakhouse here in Nashville, and it's the oldest steakhouse in Nashville. It's the OG. And it is a literal house with like a little extension restaurant kind of built off of it. Food is incredible. There's a ton of lore behind the location of it's the spot that when artists sign their first contract in Nashville, like their first record deal, you go celebrate at Jimmy Kelly's. It is pricey. I will say, like, it is steakhouse prices, but you can go in there and not feel like you just got, stabbed and robbed. Like you can
pummeled.
Yeah, you
He's
can
got Shockwave.
Yeah. By Jimmy Kelly.
Yeah.
But you can go in there strategically and get a really good dinner, dude. Jimmy Kelly's rips. No free shout outs.
Pinewood Social. Great spot.
Okay.
Great vibe.
What is
you got a little
Pinewood?
bowling alley in the back. Yeah. Pinewood Social is just a good spot.
Really?
Yeah. It's a good spot.
Do they have food?
Yeah. They have good food.
What type of food?
Menu changes.
My favorite
Okay.
thing, they got a very good steak salad. Like a tremendously, I'd recommend steak salad that wouldn't have, but their menu changes, but they do a really good job. They have a crema coffee in the front. They got bocce court outside a pool.
Yeah.
They're a
Stuff
good spot.
outside. Not too like it's a popular spot, but not where you're just crammed in there. Very good. It's a very good spot.
This looks sick.
I used to live above that, and we'd go there all the time. Very cool place.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's
amazing.
so sick.
Anytime people visit, it's always if I give a list, Pinewood Social is always on there because people love it for brunch, especially if the sun's out, you go out there. But even at nighttime, like they have good dinner, they have good food, it's good vibes.
They have a
lot
pool-
of space.
They have a pool.
Big.
I
did not
saying
know
that
they had a
correctly?
pool.
Yeah, so if you go out, there's that bocce court there. It's all like ivy. They have a swimming pool in there that you could rent, or like they have passes you can use. I didn't use it in my apartment, but I had one. But I would take my dog on a walk around Pinewood Social every day,
Yeah.
and so he would be barking at the people at the pool, which as a single man was a good play.
Yeah.
Not doing it anymore.
Yeah. So what would be your recommendation, Deke?
So him and his dad, like I have like 4 or 5 restaurants that I'm like, you have to go to these. If it's you and your dad traveling through, no free shout outs. The number one place I would recommend is Smith & Lentz Pizza. It is in East Nashville. It is the number one pizza I've ever had in the world. Take it to prom. They are a brewery that does pilsners and lagers primarily.
No
They
way.
have beers called Pizza Party. Best pizza in the world that I have had.
What was the name of it?
Smith & Lentz.
Okay, Smith and Lentz.
But
That's bullshit on you.
go for it.
I've never heard you talk about Smith
I've
and
talked
Lentz.
about Smith & Lentz because you talk about hometown pizza. I'm like, dude, you gotta check out Smith & Lentz. It's a brewery in East Nashville.
Yeah, but not you haven't talked about it in that capacity. if in your brain it's the number
Have
one
you ever
pizza in
said,
the world.
Derek, hey, give me your number one?
No, but we've
No, no,
talked
hold on,
food.
hold on.
We've
What-
talked
hold
food.
on.
We've talked food.
What have I recommended to you? Name the things I've recommended to you.
The Mexican spot?
Cafe de Sol?
No.
No. What's that one called? Because Bryce Harper was talking about it. Yeah, I mean, just bring it up. That's one where I'm like,
Mais de la
know,
vida.
like I think to myself, I know Deke.
That's my point. Mais de la Vida has a food truck in East Nashville attached to a tiki bar that is the best truck I've ever eaten out of. The restaurant is unbelievable. A James Beard finalist on the Michelin list. Love Mais de la Vida. If you want me to go, I'll go. Go to Audrey. Audrey and June is a restaurant started by Sean Brock in East Nashville. That is unbelievable. He also opened Husk. Husk is across the street from Pinewood Social. Husk is in a house that is breathtaking. There's multiple locations. If you're looking for different pizza, Frankie's in East Nashville was out of Brooklyn. Maddie Matheson helped open the spot here. Their pizza goes by the dough. They make the dough each day. They run out of dough. It's breathtaking. The restaurant's really good. Another pizza is Roberto's attached to Urban Cowboy. Across from that is Lachlan Table. Lachlan Table fucks as well. I can stop now.
I love you cooking, but this Derek, I haven't gotten this version of Derek because Clump and I have argued over pizza. And
I
we've
know.
had the food arguments in Nashville, but you haven't been the guy that got on the box and just cooked to where there ain't nothing to say. Watch this man work. He just shoved it down your throat.
Yeah, I've listened to your guys' pizza takes. I've respected it. It's wrong, but I've respected it. But you are so hometown pizza that I would never come into there and be like, well, you got to change it up.
Will's basically saying, if
no.
you really loved me, I would have already known about
But he couldn't even remember Mais de la Vida.
But I don't got to. I know I have an emotion. If somebody says a Mexican spot in Nashville, I know Deke's got you. I didn't know you had the bag.
I got a bag.
He's a
pizza.
foodie.
I know you do,
I
but
got
now that
5
I'm hearing
pizzas
it,
in
that's why I'm
Nashville.
saying bullshit on you.
Also,
that I haven't
shout
felt
out
all
Laura's
that.
Casino. We're doing a shout out. Shout out Laura's Casino.
He pitched me 2 new spots that he didn't even mention right now when we got coffee this morning.
Have you shoved this pizza down Clump's throat?
Can I say something respectfully? Clump is a steakhouse guy. I don't give them recommendations.
Fair.
I don't, because he's going to go, well, you know, the steak I could have had over there had Cajun crust. And I'm like, that's sick, bro. Like, some of us want to eat different things. So I don't give steakhouse guys recommendations. I'll give it to you, Smith & Lentz Pizza. It's a brewery. So I'm like, I don't know. Will doesn't go to East much, yada, yada, yada. I try to be respectful. It's the best pizza I've ever had. You got to take it to prom. Breathtaking.
Take it to prom.
I can't wait to go
They
to prom.
pull it out about 3 to 4 minutes before it's done, re-oil the crust, put red pepper flakes and a new layer of cheese over top, put it back in. It got hit during the tornado. They redid it, put a brand new pizza oven in. It fucks.
Take it to prom.
Take it to prom.
Anyway, so for lunch,
Hey, pause this real quick. No, I'm just searching something so I can talk about it. I couldn't wait because I knew you were going to cook, and I was like, I can't wait to hear like what he says.
Oh my god!
But then when you went the pizza route, I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. Not that you don't know.
I will say there wasn't a lot of room for Derek to jump into that conversation because the vibes were very high in that fight with like Clump, Taylor, and Will. Like there was a lot going on.
Taylor, out of respect to him.
Yeah.
Are we going? Okay. It's not that I'm against Taylor. It's that if Taylor's going to say words like, we have bad Mexican food in Nashville, then I'll take my energy elsewhere. It's just kind of my take on it. Will has been very respectful, and we've talked a lot of food, so I do apologize. Smith & Lentz is like, they make their own bread, they make their own dough, they make everything, they bring it all in seasonal. People, like there's blue collar guys that go there for their Caesar salad. Is how good of the kind of diverse they're making.
I think this is the one that Bryce Harper said he always gets too. Like I'm almost positive that Bryce Harper also said he gets this. When he was on the bus.
I have a bag of restaurants.
Yeah.
And I mean, our friendship's blossoming. I'm giving you some
No
recos here
doubt.
and there.
But I would also say it's like I support home team big time because of it's just a family owned operation. Not saying it's the best. That doesn't mean if I say it's not the best pizza, that's not saying I think it's average pizza.
Yeah.
Like I love their pizza.
It's very
that's why
strong.
we get it.
It's good
Essentially
pizza.
every Friday for Pizza Friday. But Kevin, who runs it, he has like he listens to our stuff. Like we've always just chopped it up. Big college football fan, and I've just been I've been a customer that shows up every week, and we always chop it up. And he's got 2 little ones around the same age, so he's a fucking grinder.
Yeah.
And it seems like their operation, they're full of grinders, full of great people. It's inside of so Home Team Pizza's inside of a shared kitchen. So it's not, you can't go in and like, you can go in and you make your payment and everything else, but there's no sitting area. They just share a kitchen. So you walk in this red door like this, it's just this building. They have 4 walls, a couple little windows, but it's just for operation. It's just to work out of. They deliver, you can go and pick it up. And I respect his passion for it, his hustle, the way he goes about essentially everything. Like he talks about fatherhood. Like we're always just chopping it up, checking in on the little ones. I just fully support his. I just support him. I just want to I just love giving him love because I know he's just doing it from the ground up. Like it's not like he has a few different spots. Dude just in there fucking operating at all times.
There will be a day where I forget what Smith and Lent's pizza tastes like, but I'll never forget the first time I bit into it sitting at the bar when I first moved to Nashville. And the pizza is better than that memory. But like to your point, there's going to be a day where you no longer can explain what hometown pizza tastes like, but you'll never forget how you felt with him. And that's why I love food.
Amen. It's like we sit there and even when we get different pizza spots, I'm always excited to go back just to walk in and say what's up to him and check in. He's a big Ohio State fan. He makes these Buckeyes that are just, you've had the Buckeyes.
They're unreal.
They're unreal. And I just love going and seeing him. Or like when you go and park and they deliver it out to you and they're just chopping it up. I might be playing Elsa in the car, but I love supporting home team because I love what the dude's about.
Definitely go inside too. He'll give you a tour of the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's really sick. And
it is cool.
He played at Air Force, right?
Oh, did he? I'm not even sure.
I'm almost positive he told me that he played. It's either Air Force or Colorado State.
I didn't know
he played somewhere in Colorado.
Did not know he was familiar with the A-gap.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they share a kitchen and it's just like, you just respect what he's doing and trying to do and everything. They're actually moving into a new building.
They are.
To where there will be space because they have done well with their one pizza shop that's been operating now for a few years.
Right? Is that where it's at?
Yeah, it's like over off of Charlotte Avenue. You know the McDonald's and Huey Babies? It's like right off that road and it's like a little building on the corner where it's like they share it with, I could probably find it like Citizen something, but they share a kitchen. And when you walk in and you get to know him a little bit, you're like, man, they grind.
Yeah. I think it's called the co-op kitchen.
Yeah.
I think is the term.
I always assumed this was like a farm feed shop.
Yeah.
The pictures on the outside just like have a red barn and like say love. Yeah. I'm looking at it. Yeah. Exactly.
You don't even, if it's your first time going and picking it up there, you don't even know if you're kind of in the right spot because it's like they don't have like a storefront or nothing else.
That's cool. Citizen Kitchens.
There we go. But shout out home team. This is a dad's podcast.
This is a dad's podcast.
Talk kids.
We talk kids. We talk Shockwave with our partner, with our spouse.
I still want to get my rec. I know we're pressed.
Chef has some recommendations.
Oh, chef. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Go ahead.
I am chef. I would love to. Anyway, for lunch, it's a classic Nashville hot chicken. You can go Prince's, which is the original, the founder of it.
Yeah.
Great story behind it. Or you can hit, there's a bunch of different spots. Is Bolton still up? Bolton's
still kicking.
Bolton's will kick your ass. Be careful when you order Bolton's.
Yeah.
A medium will ruin your day if you go to the wrong spot. Depends on where you go. But I would go Prince's because it's the original. It's not the best, but it is the original. That or maybe Loveless Cafe. Just throwing a couple things out.
Okay.
There are your recommendations.
Snaps.
Great recommendations.
Snaps. Great. Very well done.
Great recommendations.
So, Dalton, you have a lot to choose from. And good luck. I don't think you can go wrong with the list provided. No.
Don't think you can go wrong.
I have some hubby shout outs.
Okay, let's talk our scope of world of what's going on in fatherhood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I'm dealing with a little something.
What's going on?
For parents that have 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, I'm sure it happens with 5. Obviously, the word no is going to happen throughout the course of their life and in parenthood. But Rue struggles where I'm trying to get her right is struggling with hearing the word no. Like, you know how we do the TV coupons. And she'll like ask, Dad, can I watch TV? And if it's like a certain time of the day where I'm like, okay, this doesn't need to happen now. Over the weekend, or it was last week when Char was working a double in the evening, and it was kind of early, probably around like 4:30. Like if we do screen time, I like to measure when I'm preparing whatever the meal is going to be for nighttime, or just get it to where I can collaborate it with me doing something like, okay, you can do your screen time, you can do your TV coupon at this time. But it was early and she was asking, I was like, oh, sweetheart, we're not going to watch TV right now. And she was just gung ho. Like when they want to do something, God bless their little toddler brains, but they want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, sweetheart, you got to be patient. Like, can we, I'm like, we can do it here in about, I'm like, look at my watch. I'm like, we can do it here in about 30 minutes. So I want to right now. And she starts having a meltdown over the word no. She struggles with hearing the word no when she absolutely wants something. And it's difficult, bro. It is difficult to sit there and tell them no, because you start to fester in your brain. You're just like, bro, you're not getting this. And you do your best to the whole thermostat, thermometer. You try to remain a thermostat because it boils your blood when they're just not handling the word no well. And you just know in your brain, like, hey, we're going to have to work through this. Like, this is a lesson for both you. I want to help you understand the lesson and teach you through patience. And hey, we can't get this right now. You can't do X, Y, and Z right now. Here's why.
Yeah.
And also it's a lesson for, I feel like, myself as a parent, because you get so tested when they are just not wanting to be obedient to something where you're trying to be cool about it and you're trying to be like respectful and thoughtful and everything else. But once their lid flips, dude, your lid is right there teetering, borderline ready to flip. And it's not the right route to just get in their ass about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had our parents back in the day. We had our old man when the lid would be flipped and he'd get in your ass about something.
Absolutely.
And I'm trying to stay poised on the best routes to handle things, whether it's like, telling her, like, sweetheart, I know it's hard. I know this stinks, but we are going to be patient through this. Versus continue to just tell her, I told you no, we're not doing it. Stop crying, stop this, stop that. Like, just validating what she's feeling, because in the developmental stage, when their brain's about 3, they have so many emotions that they can't control or articulate, or they just have no control. They don't have a governor on their brain. And so knowing that, I'm not thinking like, okay, I'm being soft. I'd be like, hey, no, you're going to sit your ass here, stop crying, yada, yada, yada. Her brain is way different than mine. I have control over how I can deliver and how I can think and how I can operate with her. So I'll do my best to, sweetheart, I know this is tough. I know this is hard, but we're just going to have to be patient until we can watch TV. You will get to watch TV, but not right now.
Yeah.
There's so many, look at this toy over here. You try to distract, adapt, distract, overcome. Adapt, improvise, overcome. We're changing it, improvise to distract. Adapt, distract, overcome.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this toy. Oh, sweetheart, did you draw this picture? While she's in the middle of a meltdown, to try to get her brain thinking about something else and know, like, dude, this isn't the end of the world. This is not hard, my man.
Yeah.
This is not tough to just chill for another 30 minutes and figure something else out. We have toys, we have arts and crafts. We have so many things that you love doing. And I know if you're doing them, you won't even be thinking about TV. But when their lid is flipped and they're having the meltdown, you're doing your best. I'm trying to do my best as dad to level with her, tell her, hey, I know this is tough. And also, let's figure out something else that we can do. Or you know what? It's gone so overboard. Me talking to you or trying to find solutions right now probably isn't even the best course. If you want to be upset, that's fine. I'm going to give you some space to be upset. Dad's going to be right over here if you want to hug or you want to talk about it. And I'm sorry, but right now we're not watching TV. So I'll leave the area. I'll come back and she might still be crying. And when she was still crying and I came back in the room, I'm just like, my lid's starting to flip because I'm getting pretty like, hey, dude, stop the bullshit.
Yeah.
So I pick her up, go into the room. I'm like, hey, we're going to walk into mom and dad's room. We're going to walk into mom and dad's room. As I'm walking with her, I'm like, hey, get a hold of yourself. Enough of the crying. Enough of all this nonsense. You're stronger than this. You are better than this. All that told you.
And you're saying this out loud to her?
I'm saying this out loud to her, like as I'm walking, because I'm starting to get in that frustration state of like, it's starting to piss me off that you're still here crying because you can't get TV right now. And pick her up as I'm walking. You're better than this. You're stronger than this. I know you can use your strong voice. We're not doing this. Like, get yourself together. And I'm like, hey, here's what Dad wants to tell you. As I'm holding her, I walk her into the room. I walk her into our room. I sit her down and I'm like, what did I say to her? I'm like, can Dad ask you about something? Like, can I talk to you about something? Can you wipe your tears? Can you calm down and I talk with you? Because we have to we need to learn something new. You love learning new things. You love growing. You love failing at certain things and you struggle at times. You do it with the bike. You do it with swimming. You do it with, I'm saying all the things that she's gotten successful in.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get her brain to start thinking about all the things. You do love learning. You do love being curious. You do love getting better. You love seeing yourself get better. There's one area we have to get better in. There's an area that where you can see progress. You have to learn. You have to be curious about getting better in this. And that is hearing the word no. Because, sweetheart, you have meltdowns when mama or dad says you can't have something or you can't do something. And I know it's tough in the time, but if you can think about when we sit there and tell you no, we're not being upset with you. We're not being aggressive towards you. We're not being mean or anything else. We're not being unkind. We're just letting you know now is not the right time that we're going to get this toy or watch TV. And I try not to talk to her in absolutes, but I'm like trying to curate in a way of like, we need to do a better job of learning the word no. And I do, sweetheart. I know it's hard, but I know you can get better in this. I know you love getting better at things. So when you hear the word no, you just got to know I am looking out for your best interest. And you will, guess what, sweetheart, you're going to get to watch TV. It's just not right now. You're just going to have to learn something else to do. I know you love drawing. Mama's gone right now. When she comes home, she would probably love to see a picture from you, arts and crafts.
Yeah.
Would you like to do that? Yeah. That sounds fun. Like, I'd like to do that. Like, all of a sudden their brain just flips and she's a completely different person. And I'm like, hey, listen to me. Do you understand that we need to start getting better with the word no? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I will tell you, here's what I need from you now. And I know you're going to crush it. Here's what I need from you now. I need you to not ask me again about watching TV. That as I'm going to look at the clock all the time. Whenever it's time to watch TV, I will remind you, hey, sweetheart, would you like to use your TV coupon now and watch Little Bear or Daniel Tiger or whatever it is you want to watch? I will let you know, but here's what I need from you. I need you to be patient. I need you to love doing your arts and crafts. And I need you to not ask dad when you can watch the, hey, is it time to watch TV now? We got to learn, we got to explore patience a lot better than we are doing right now.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I handled the situation. But dude, it is so frustrating. It is so frustrating getting through this whole no phase right now. Because she's a stud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it pains me because I'm like, dude, this should not be happening.
Yes.
Like, you are better than this, bro.
She's sweet. She's smart. She's great with communication.
Yeah. Last night I got 2 women now that boss me around the house. I got 2 women now that boss me around the house. Yeah. Rue's so with it. Mama, Rue comes out yesterday. I'm home and I put something away and I come out to the living room. Rue just comes up to me. Hey, Dad, just so you know, I'm going to go potty. She said, I'm going to go potty. Mama's going to go clean up and change. So I need you to watch Scotty. She says that to me.
Good comms.
And I'm smiling as I'm looking down at her. And I look up at Charles before Charles goes back to the room. I'm like, what the hell is this? And she starts laughing. I'm like, oh, now I got 2 of y'all bossing me around the house.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, okay, sweetheart, I'll watch Scotty.
That's hilarious. But she is very capable as a firstborn.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's a fun behavior that will develop as far as like
no doubt
helping with Scott.
No doubt. It's like when you try and look into, I guess, like the research of everything. If you have a little one and they're getting to these phases, or the parents out there that are remembering these phases or currently in these phases, as they get older, like they're controlled so much by us that as they grow into their own little human, because Rue is doing that, she's very much an independent person. She's very much going to have that type A firstborn style about her. She loves to be in control, have autonomy over her decisions. So in her brain, when she wants to watch TV or when she wants to do a thing, she just wants control and the freedom to do those things because she crushes it and everything else.
Yeah.
Like, she wouldn't let me put a Band-Aid on her. The other night, she wanted to take the crowns back to the bonus room.
Yeah.
We had to kind of tell her, like, hey, you did arts and crafts down here. You have to go put them up. She ends up dropping all the crowns all over the place in the hallway. Good.
That's great.
Good.
Yeah.
Dropped them. I hear her kind of frustrated and crying. I just go over, hey, sweetheart, are you frustrated? I know that stinks. Here, I'll help you pick it up. Now you can go put it in your bonus room.
Yeah, yeah.
She comes in, Dad, I can do a new fresh Band-Aid. Oh, of course, absolutely. Let me go. No, I want to do it. She goes and gets it. I'm sitting in the chair. I hear a box hit the ground, Band-Aids all over the bathroom. Good.
Yeah.
Frustrated, mad, Daddy, can you come help me? Yeah, I'll come help you. Here, can I put the Band-Aid on you? No, I want to do it. Okay. She tries putting the Band-Aid on, bends it every which way. It looks like an origami paper machete thing. Bends it up, messes it up. Can't do it.
Good.
Like, hey, can Dad? No, I want to do it, sweetheart. I love you. Let Dad put the Band-Aid on.
Yeah.
You crush it. Let me at least help give you some direction. Let me just open the package and get you started.
Yeah.
Then you can finish it. We figured that out. Awesome. But she's very much independent, wants to be in control of everything. So it's just that fine line when their shit gets rocked.
When does it change as far, and I'm asking this as like Scarlett is, 3 years behind Rue. When does it change from, we've talked about like being able to almost like trick our toddlers with like getting what we want them to do, like by doing some kind of adult brain thing where you say, oh yeah, how many more times do you want to do it? They can only count to 5. So then they say 3. And it's like, oh, I got him. Like where does that shift go from like playing those, like I can trick them into doing the right thing. And then like, I feel like she can communicate well enough to hear if I sit her down and say, hey, I know you're good enough. I know that you're smart enough that you can hear the word no. We can be better at this. Like where did that
Good
occur?
question. I would say Rue's about to be 4 in April. God, that makes me sad. That's a month away.
That's really scary, dude. I didn't even realize that she was that close to turning 4. I did not know that.
Damn. I would say in her 3 phase, because there's always going to be a version of being able to, like, I guess, trick or negotiate with them.
Yeah.
But they're going to start identifying the routine and patterns of everything to where they understand how many bites they might have left or how many times they might want to do something. Or when you're just constantly giving them options to at least allow them to have control over what decision they're going to make within the structure of everything. They just get better at it. But those kinds of conversations, I would say it happened throughout this year of 3 because she's gotten better in a lot of areas to where you can grab examples to communicate with her because she does understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like she's made, going to Montessori has been tremendous for her because they do so much tribe mentality work and counting and just all of the things to where they work together and communicate and kind of do a lot of things on their own to where she gets it to where you trust her to do stuff. You kind of always know what those boundaries are. And then she's also like a sponge. So she's curious. Hey, I'm going to keep you from doing this. And if you have a conversation with her on here's why, she loves to know that she has a mission of some sort within the tribe.
Yeah.
So I would say it very much happens at 3 because 2, they talk about terrible 2s. 2s wasn't as bad as 3 was, especially coming into the first half of the 3-year-old stuff because they're just more with it.
Yeah.
They understand what they want more. They understand not how to argue better, but their meltdowns happen a little bit more violently because they kind of do know now how to communicate what they're wanting. They can't slow everything down and their hardwiring is being hacked by all the hormones and emotions going on with their developing brain.
Yeah.
So, but they do know much more what they want. Whereas in 2, you can play the whole mind game with them a little bit more because they're so new to the world. They're learning about everything. Like Rue's in such a why phase now. It's not, why is he bad? Or it's not just, is he a bad guy? It's, oh, well, why is he bad? Well, this kind of happened to him. Well, why did that happen to him? Well, because their mom and dad or this person over here did X, Y, and Z. Well, why did they do that to him? And then you're just trying to make up stuff because they're so curious on the why behind everything that happens. Whereas in 2, they're more of like, what's that? They're learning about what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? And then when they start getting to why, they're so curious and their brain is developing so much that they start having patterns now to match their exploration of the world. And you're the one that's kind of guiding them through all of it. But 3 is the big age where I feel like I've been able to, you can actually have conversations with Rue. And she's so curious because she knows you trust her and she trusts you.
Yeah.
That she's picking up everything that you're telling her.
Yeah. That just from my small little sample size of being at the zoo with her recently, I picked up on that immediately. Her communication skills and how much they've grown. And like, she's excuse me, she is a little girl now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, and behaves and acts like one and asks those types of questions that even I was sitting there when we were talking about the muscles and the bones of the tiger. And like, I'm like, man, you are like, you're growing.
Well, I was telling you an example. I think I shared it on For the Dads a couple weeks ago or last week whenever we were recapping the zoo stuff. But when we got in the car and I was like, hey, I love that you helped entertain Scarlett.
Yep.
And you're like, when they do have patience, dude, I love that you've been having so much patience. Well, why am I having patience? And then you're kind of explaining like what they've been doing. But you're kind of validating a positive thing that they did. So that way they remember it. I'm like, I loved how much you helped out Dad and Uncle Sherm at the zoo with Scarlett. Well, what was I doing? And then you tell them, and they're like, well, why did you like that? Why did you love that? And then we're talking about the communication. Well, Dad and Uncle Sherm get to hang, but they're just such a sponge and they're so curious. Like, okay, well, why did you enjoy that thing that I was doing? Tell me more about that. It helps you like lay a foundation. So then the next time it happens, they're already thinking about it. I'm going to make Scarlett laugh.
Yeah.
I'm going to do these things. So they'll let you know that they're doing them because they want the reward. Hey, sweetheart, not everything we're doing is for a compliment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you got to watch me go do, oh, hey, Dad, watch me. And then she'll go and like hug Scotty. Like, oh, that's so sweet, sweetheart. Like,
Kiss her on the
I want
forehead.
you to want to just hug Scotty because you just love Scotty.
Yeah.
You don't need Dad and Mama to watch every time.
Yeah. Obviously I can't remember when I was like 3 or 4 years old, but that was one of my favorite things of like moments where I did get sat down by my parents and there was like a full explanation of why the answer was no or why something wasn't going to happen that I wanted it to happen. Like I loved being able to have a conversation about it instead of just no. And that's it. And that's final. Cause I did hear that sometimes too.
Yeah.
I have great parents. Like no parent's perfect, but like I would get those no. And the answer's no, you don't need a
Yeah,
why.
because I said so.
Yeah. Because I said so. Which would leave me frustrated. Cause I'm, if I got an explanation of why, maybe I would understand why the answer is no in that situation. And then I'm not trying to push that again in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Like you sitting down with Rue in that moment and really trying to show her what's going on, showing her why it's no, complimenting her and being like, I feel like you can understand this. You're big girl enough that you can handle this. All that like sounds awesome to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just testing in those times, bro.
Oh,
Because I know parents out there, it's like when those moments are happening, that the lid is flipped. You just can't. God, you just want to
and I'm already starting
face
to
the
get,
pillow.
I'm starting to get a little hint of that, even though Scarlett is officially 8 months old today, by the way. Yeah. The 3rd of March. But I'm already starting to get that a little bit with Scarlett. And it's funny of like her, like she's starting to hit and swing when she doesn't want something. Like she doesn't want Baba. I don't want this toy. Throw that. Like I don't, hitting you in the face or bucking, dude. She's like bucking so hard now.
When she like wants down or isn't like comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, I want to play. I don't want to sit in your lap in the rocking chair. Like I have a cool playpen over there. Put me in it. And she's doing this so much with like not a cry, but like a, like letting you know, like, I want to go do something else. Like, stop doing this. And so I'm already like, oh man, this is going to be fun. Like having to deal with somebody that is saying no to you.
Yeah.
And
it's fun too, because it gives you as a parent too some more direction.
It
Like,
does.
You don't like that. You don't want that. Now we know. Now I know.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm just guessing if you're not hungry right now or if this is something you don't like.
Yes. That actually goes into my dad hack, like perfectly, is bedtime, playtime. Of Scarlett was 100%. I fed her solids and stuff. And I got home so late from daycare that it was already kind of her feeding and bath time, like by the time I got her home. So we didn't do our bedtime, playtime. And the entire time she's like trying to eat solids and stuff, she's pissed. She doesn't want anything to do with it, which is not really Scarlett. Scarlett has a very kind of like calm vibe and she'll let you know if she doesn't like something.
Mm-hmm.
But she was letting me know she was upset. I was like, oh, she's tired. She's probably just tired. I'll go ahead and put her in the bath. She's not really having fun in the bath like she usually is. I put her on the changing table. She is so sad that she's on the changing table. I'm like, this is the one place where you're always happy. What, like, what has changed? What's going on? Trying to feed her the bottle. She takes 3 ounces out of 7. That's like unheard of for Scarlett. That never happens. I put her into her crib because I sat there for 20 minutes. Like, okay, are you going to go down? The entire time she's doing this, which she never does. I put her in the crib. She's screaming for like 15 minutes straight. And she finally did go to bed. But like looking back on it now, all that bucking and all that crying and stuff, I was like, she was trying to tell me I didn't get to play with you. Like I didn't get to sit down in the playpen. I didn't realize that until it was too late of like trying to put her in the crib. I was kind of moving her hands around a little bit, trying to tell her to shh, go to bed. And she started laughing and smiling when I was like playing with her hands. I was like, oh no, I didn't play with you. That's what you wanted this entire time. So that was my dad
awesome.
hack.
I love that. Because again, you're getting you're like getting feedback. I always love those little nuances where Scotty's way different from Rue, whereas Rue would take down the entire bottle, like 5-6 ounces in it. Rue would take it all the way down because Scotty's around 15 months.
Yeah.
And Scotty's different. Like she'll take down like 2 ounces and then stop. And then I'm thinking, okay, does she not want any more milk? Like seems like she's not into the milk thing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you like read a book and she wants the milk again. But there's a learning phase there for me to where I'm like, okay, if you don't want the milk, I get to where I just hide it and be like, maybe it just needs to be out of her sight because she's not like drinking all the milk. I go downstairs and tell Charo, dude, she left like 4 ounces in her bottle and we just put it in the fridge for the next day. But over the next few days, because I wasn't realizing she takes it down differently.
Yeah.
To where Rue, you had this full routine. And then when you're sitting there to read the books and everything else, she's just hammering the milk. Now with Scotty, I've just learned that like, okay, she just takes 20 minutes to drink all of her bottle or 30 minutes to drink all of her bottle. So when I'm up about to change her, I'm like, hey, put away your laundry. I just give her the bottle so she can sip on it whenever she's wanting to sip on it. But I'm not knowing that until like I'm learning days after, like thinking about whatever the feedback like Scarlett was giving you of like, okay, they just maneuver. They're just doing things differently.
Also, what type of milk is she drinking now?
Right now, so Scotty has eczema on her skin. So we're exploring, is it dairy? Like, is it,
okay.
Is it something that she could have an allergy to?
Yeah.
So we've gotten like dairy out of her diet. So right now she'll have like almond milk for like as her bedtime drink. Like we'll do different things throughout the day. But right now Scotty's just having almond, which she likes it. So that fires us up. Because again, when you change from like, you're drinking like whole milk to almond milk.
Yeah.
But that's what she's having now because she's gotten like eczema and has like these rashes on her skin to where we're trying to figure out what's going on with her skin because it doesn't seem like it's bothering her.
Because that's such a dad hack that you just said with putting the remainder of the milk in the fridge. I haven't even thought about that. But then I
when
was
it's
thinking,
enough, if it's like an ounce, I might just dump it. Like if it's a little bit, I might just dump it or wash it. But sometimes Scotty was leaving like 3 or 4 ounces like in her bottle. I'm like, all right, I guess we'll just use this for the morning time. But it's only because she was different. She's different from Rue because Rue would just suck it down.
Yeah.
And you would just know when she was done. Scotty's like a sipper.
Yeah.
Like throughout the entire bedtime, I'll read books and sometimes Scotty's like, Rue would sit there and you'd read the full book to her. She'd point at stuff. You'd have like interactions. If kisses or kissing was on a page, like you'd like kiss them and stuff like that. Like Scotty enjoys that, but Rue would sit there and listen and drink her milk. Scotty's like, you're trying to read the pages and she's trying to touch and engage with the book and move the pages herself. Like she doesn't have the same kind of like patience or chillness that Rue did. Scotty will be done with the book. You'll get 3 pages in and she'll be leaning on you, like wrestling you to get another book. Yeah. And I'm like, golly, hey, just relax, man. Just sit down and like, let's enjoy this.
We're going to bed, dude.
Yeah.
Can I ask a dumb guy question? Do you test babies for what they're allergic to at a young age? Or is it just kind of like they tell you when they're allergic to something? Like I'm thinking about like if a baby's allergic to carrots and you feed it carrots and then something happens, or is there some version of like allergy testing for babies or is it just as you go?
There
is a form, but
absolutely
it doesn't just happen. Like they're not like, do they do test them like right out of the gate?
Not right out of the gate. And I think it's around like the 4, 5, 6 range of like the major allergies. But I know a lot of people for peanut butter, because a lot.
Yeah, peanuts is a peanut allergy.
Peanuts is a big one. They will test it in the parking lot of a hospital, which is kind of a dad hack, I guess.
But a lot of times you're like learning on the go.
Yeah.
Like they're having an allergic reaction to anything, and then you take them into the pediatrician. You'll sit there and talk about the diet.
But there is
to where, hey, let's try this, let's try that. That's kind of where we got to what we're doing with Scotty. Is like, let's just see if she's having an allergy to, it'd be dairy.
Because there's also a nut allergy of like all, not just peanuts. Like, oh, okay, if they're allergic to peanuts, like let's test them for all these different types of nuts. It's like, yo, they just have a nut allergy. Like they can only do, yeah. Just anything.
Legit though, yeah. Overarching nut allergy.
Yeah. Also, I have a humongous dad loss that I just briefly want to talk about, and I honestly want PT6's help on this. This is a cry for help.
Okay.
The raccoon situation will not cease. They are officially out of the space, but one of them was definitely killed by something because my house smells like a dead animal right now. The entire living room, kitchen area smells like a dead animal. It's awful. I don't know what to do.
Have you checked crawl space?
There is not a crawl space to like get into. Like it would basically, you would have to take off like multiple pieces of wood from like the exterior of the home and enter in through there. There's no like attic space.
Any points of entry that a small animal could have got under the home?
Oh yeah, that same point of entry that I've closed up twice now. They rip it off. I did nails and screws, and they rip
on the roof.
On the roof.
Have you checked? I'm talking about below the house.
Oh, below the house? Yeah, there is, but I mean, it's almost 100 million% in the ceiling. Like,
okay. So you can smell.
Oh, yes.
Gotcha.
So your question to Papa Team 6 out there that's dealt with potential
what do I
dead animal smell in their house?
What do I do? Like there's a dead animal in the crawl space of, I don't know what to do.
I'll be honest, I don't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd just be spraying Febreze.
And I paid for this.
Hey, Char would be in my ass about spraying Febreze. When Char was out of town, you'll love this because this is like a newspaper-esque.
Yeah.
Rue wet the bed when she was sleeping with me one night and got a little bit. Just got a little bit.
No.
I took the sheets off because we have like this 8 sleep like cover that like helps chill and heat the bed and stuff like that. And it doesn't seem like you can wash it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, whoa, I took the sheet off. I'm washing the sheets.
Yeah.
But the 8 sleep, it still got the piss smell on it. And then when Charles came back, she's like, what'd you do? I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I just sprayed Febreze on it.
I hit it with some Febreze.
Clean it out. You didn't like blotch it or try to rub it out with get a rag with, she was saying some home remedy type shit. I'm like, no, I thought like the Febreze, like that would just kill it. She's like, well, I mean, you were saying the smell's still there. Like I can smell it. I'm like, oh, the Febreze didn't work.
1%. Honey, I tried to do something.
Yeah.
There was an attempt to fix
She's like, Febreze got the chemicals and everything else. Like, it's not good to just spray Febreze. You gotta figure out a way to try and clean it. I don't know what you want me to do.
And I don't know what I need to do for this. And all else I will say about the situation is I hired people to come.
What do you do? You got just like candles?
Yeah, we've just been doing candles.
Baking soda?
We've been doing candles.
You do that apple cider vinegar?
There's like a little opening in my roof. Like
just
from
start
the
hitting
outside.
it like holy water.
Just make a little grenade of apple cider vinegar and just try
Why
and
use
land it
apple
in
cider
there.
vinegar? Don't people use apple cider vinegar for everything?
Yeah. burn some sage.
Yeah.
But I desperately I need some help. I just want to put this out there. I don't even know what they're called, but it's like the wildlife specialists. There's some name for that. Who said Steve Irwin.
Crittercontrol.com. I just texted you a link. So
Fabulous. I've hired one of them, and it was it felt like a scam because I was charged $600 for them to put a trap on my roof that caught a baby raccoon, and they're like, oh, well, we can't just take the baby away. So we let the baby out of the cage and just put it back in the crawl space to be with its mom because we can't take the baby away. I was like, oh.
So they brought the trap over, trap something, release the animal, the critter back into where
yeah.
Like, we're just going to take our trap back. But hey.
And I got to pay $600 for that. That's was fun.
Crazy.
That was a lot of fun. I got to see a baby raccoon in a cage on my roof for $600. Well worth it. So PT sickos that were going to give me that type of recommendation, I need some different avenue than that.
Yeah.
I need a different avenue. But
chime in, PT6, chime in.
Please help me. Help me.
I do have I have a dad win/loss. This is a little dad loss by Travis Strick Faden on X. Hey boys, Travis from Michigan checking in. Huge fan of the show. Saw the new MT6 shirts drop and thought, perfect. My heavily pregnant wife needs this in her life. She's 29 weeks with kid number 2, looking like she swallowed a yoga ball that's now practicing karate in there. I love the creativity. So I hit her with, babe, I got you that dope new shirt in a small. Her face immediately did the "you sweet, sweet idiot" betrayal look. Got absolutely flamed for sizing her like she's fitting into a pre-pregnancy Lululemon.
Oh, no, good.
Panic ordered the next size up. I'm diffusing the bomb. Now praying it arrives before she goes full Hulk on me. Y'all keep cooking. PT Sicko out. With the emoji, PT Sicko, the sicko emoji.
Let's go.
Yeah. Thank you, Travis, dude. Good luck out there, man.
Truly.
Thank you for the support. BWTB.com.
BWTB.com. There's also the contest going on right now.
Yes.
We didn't even, dude.
That's all right. The sickos, the ones who actually listen to the full hour.
Yeah.
They're going to hear us talk about this.
Just really quick, shameless plug. A shameless plug for our own company's contest that we're doing. There's a t-shirt contest. There's a bunch of Bussin' with the Boys shirts on there. They're really great. I am actually a huge fan of the Bussin' with Thy Boys, and you guys are in night outfits. That's my favorite by far. But there are 2 PT6 inspired designs.
And they are badass.
And
the little commercial piece of content you made for it was phenomenal. Bravo.
Yes.
Bravo in the writing, Deke, chef, production, just all of it. Bravo.
Yes. They did a fabulous job with that. That was a very funny idea. And hopefully this David versus Goliath story, maybe we get a third place. Maybe the hot cougar mommy gets like a third place finish. Or the bear gets a third place finish. Let's get one of those designs.
Why not a championship?
Why not?
Why not us?
Why not be elite?
But essentially, this is a design contest where fans submitted designs to be on merchandise, and a fan drew up awesome pieces for MT6 and Papa Team 6.
Yep.
Like, we'll obviously have it playing like as you guys are watching. If you're listening right now, make sure to just check out the site, bwtb.com. The design contest will be up right in front of your face.
Yes. You
click on that and you'll know what we're talking about. And Two phenomenal ones. And the winner is getting, there's a first, second, and third to reward the fans who submitted designs. Whichever shirt gets sold the most, that's going to be the winner. That design winner is getting $3,000.
Yeah.
Second place is getting $2,000. Third place is getting $1,000. So if the MT6 shirt or the PT6 shirt sells the most, say it has the most sales, that person who designed it will be getting a reward of $3,000.
Yeah.
So that's how it's working. The stakes are high.
The stakes are high. So PT6, come correct, bring the army, and let's try and get one of these designs to win.
Yeah.
That'd be huge.
BWTB.com.
BWTB.com. Shameless plug of our own website.
Hubby shoutouts.
I had Hubby shoutouts.
Emails.
Yeah.
Let's rip, dude.
Let's rip. I have a hubby shout out right here from Antoinette Saba on IG. Hey boys, I just wanted to send a message to say how truly grateful and thankful I am for the dads. I've been a listener since day one, and the craziest part is the pod launched shortly after I got pregnant. The timing felt meant to be, and my husband and I have been active listeners ever since. Every week, we look forward to the laughs, the advice, and yes, even the tears. Throughout my entire pregnancy, we listen and talk about the trenches, getting so fired up, hearing all the stories, and feeling ready to dive right in ourselves. Well, our baby boy officially arrived on February 22nd. He's a junior, second of his name, so that birth date feels very fitting for a legacy guy. I can't even put into words what this podcast has done for my life and especially my husband. Good is now a staple in our house. He doesn't miss trash day. Good. No dishes in the sink. Good. Floors vacuumed. Good. Dogs taken care of. Good. So they kind of restructured the good thing there. I like that.
Yeah.
Taking the night shift so I can sleep and be the best mom possible for our son, especially while breastfeeding. Good, good, good. She put 3 goods there. Since giving birth, my husband Joe has absolutely stepped the fuck up. He is a full-blown general and officially a PT sicko. I'm so proud of the father he's become, and I truly believe this podcast helped shape the mindset going into fatherhood. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for building something that impacts families the way you probably don't even realize. With love, officially, Milk Team Sixer, Antoinette.
Antoinette, thank you very much. That is awesome. That's an awesome shout out.
That was a massive shout out.
Yeah. And the shout out she's bringing up is now I put it on my story the other day, but I saw Luke Combs sitting with somebody breaking down. I think it was with Bobby Bones. Yeah.
Yeah, yours was the Bobby Bones one. It was
where
really
he's
good.
sitting down, and it was very good. It was very much like he simplified it to a way to where Luke Combs, because he's loves being a dad, talks about being a dad. And Bobby was asking him like, hey, what would be your best advice going into fatherhood? And I loved his response, because his response was basically, you mean nothing for the kid, which sounds like, okay, what does that mean? Shouldn't dads be involved? Yada, yada. He's like, your kid there's nothing that you can give your kid in those first, couple months, those first few months, who needs all the help, the person who does need you is your wife, which is so true. Like postpartum, we're all aware. I wouldn't say very aware to what postpartum comes with for women. Like it's hard for me to even explain how when our wives get on, we will have them break it down a little bit more for us. But essentially there's a huge hormonal change that's taking place where they're dealing with an ego death, an identity death, because now they have this new kid in our world, and they're basically the light. They're the vessel. Like they are the nucleus for the kid. Like you can hold them, you can feed them, you can do all of those things. Your kid does need you in that capacity, but mainly the help that is coming is for mom, because of the lack of sleep, the lack of everything that they get, because they have to essentially pour everything into the newborn child.
Yeah.
Where the help or the entire scope of your work as a PT6er needs to come from, the entire mission, the goal is obviously fatherhood, holding your little one, loving your little one, falling in love with your little one. But the mission, the moment the kid comes, needs to be all about your MT6er, all about your wife and everything you can do around her to help her out. And when Luke was saying it and explaining it, we can run the clip if we want to, or show the clip so people can go see it.
Give me some advice. I'm about to have my first kid.
Yep. I would say my biggest piece of advice is the baby, the infant that comes out, it does not need you in any way. Your wife needs you a lot, though.
Got it.
Your wife is going to be so tired. It's going to be so exhausting because she's going through the same thing you're going through. But there's also a physical element for her. Like her body is going to be completely different after this thing. And it's going to be like she's never experienced that before. And she's going to be dealing with all these new emotions and like helping her through it and doing everything to make her life as comfortable and easy as it can be through that process, to me, is the most benefit that you can be.
But I loved his answer because he's 100% right. It's all about helping mom and all about helping your wife and curating whatever it is, the environment, the needs, everything going on, because they're just their brain, their body's been hijacked by all these different hormones, postpartum, everything going on, because they are the one that is mainly in charge of keeping this little one alive, giving them everything that they need, nutrient wise. Like you're changing the diapers. You're not changing the diapers because you're falling in love with your kid. That's a byproduct of changing the diapers, holding them and feeding them and everything else. But you're doing all of this work for your wife, the decluttering, the cleaning up. He's talked about
the dishes,
the vacuuming, all of these things that helps mom out throughout the entire process. Obviously, it's an ongoing process forever, but mainly in those first few months, man, it is pivotal that your entire being, your entire mission as a PT6er is, how do I help mom?
Yeah. And I would say that it leads to a really good runoff of, if you can ask yourself the question, am I being an intentional husband? And the answer is yes. Then I would say 9 times out of 10, you're also being an intentional dad by being an intentional husband to your wife. Like when you've had your baby, like if you're doing things to help out mom, more than likely you are being a good dad as well.
Right.
Those go hand in hand.
You got to find a way to compartmentalize the stress that's going on in your world outside of it. Cause fatherhood is amazing because you got a new kid, you're hearing all the compliments, you're wanting to show them pictures and do all those things. That's fun stuff that comes with it.
Yeah.
But the entire mission is around mom.
Also, I forgot to show this. Antoinette provided a wonderful picture of her hubby. That's him leaving the hospital with their baby. He's got the nice little For the Dads hoodie on. He's looking like a stud. I have another Hubby shout out here from Emma McKee on X. Hi, reaching out. That sounded just like Emma too. That sounded just like her.
Reaching out because For the Dads is frequently spoken about in our home. My husband, Dakota, is a big fan. He has been studying so hard to pass his PE exam, professional engineer. It's something he's been waking up very early to study for a very long time, so he doesn't cut time with his 2 daughters, Mia and Ren, and myself in the evenings after work. This is a huge accomplishment. This morning, he got his results and he was so excited. Then he was extra excited because you guys liked his comment.
What?
Then even more excited when you commented. Fitting because he has been using his workout time to study for his exam. Anyway, give him a shout out for passing his 8-hour test to become a professional engineer, and tell him Emma, Mia, and Rennie are so proud and thankful for his hard work and that we love him. 2 heart emojis. P.S. Thank y'all for everything. Please reply so I know if you are doing it so he can be prepared.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
What was his name?
His name is Dakota. Dakota McKee, man. Congratulations, bro.
Hey, shout out Dakota, dude.
Professional engineer.
Come on.
I feel like engineer, when you're growing up and you're in like elementary school and you're trying to like find things that you want to do, whether it's like doctor, lawyer. I feel like engineer is always in like the Mount Rushmore of jobs people talk about.
Big time, dude. That's like dads getting to brag about their son or daughter.
Yeah.
It's like lawyer, doctor, engineer, professional,
professional
sports
athlete.
person. Yeah. Engineering. Damn, 8 hours, dude.
That is crazy, man.
You could go into that exam with the sun up and come out and it's pitch black at night. Like that's a whole day, essentially. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing. And it's awesome to hear about her just being pumped for him. Like he always woke up super early, so it didn't take away of time from being dad, being hubby.
Yeah.
Putting the kids down.
We got to take some kind of test as a pod. That would be fun. Some kind of little exam.
Maybe just the ACT or SAT.
Yeah. That would be
fun.
fun.
Get the Scantrons. Do they still do the Scantrons?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, I'm the Scantron life. A through E, A through D.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you try and think of it as like, okay, I've done C 3 times in a row. There ain't no way to C.
Because I was thinking it was D at first. So I might go back to D.
And you're thinking, I got these 3 C's in a row. Like, those are the correct answers on this test. Like, they might be trying to get me here.
Coach O'Donnell, shout out. was a coach at Alito, and he was diabolical with his Scantron answers. And he would purposely make the Scantrons A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, so that people would second guess as they're filling out the Scantron. They're like, I'm seeing a pattern here. Like, what is going on?
You look up the Scantron and you just see a full pattern. You're like, you start erasing. You're like, this can't be. It's got to be the one I was thinking about second.
And he did that for that exact right there, that moment. Like, he wanted to like add that extra stress of like, this can't be right.
Or just like lull them to sleep. First 7 are all B, and then you're like, okay, he must be just think it's you. Just throw a little wrinkle in there.
And imagine that one burnout kid or the kid that didn't study that's just like, oh, fuck it, dude. I'm just going to do A, B, C, D. I don't care. And then you get 100 back. Imagine that mind fuck of like, oh my God, it worked.
It's fun to think about teachers. Yeah, very much probably think about the pattern and as they're curating tests and everything else. Multiple choice. I'm big multiple choice guy.
Yeah.
Don't have me trying to explain shit.
I have another hubby shout out. This is from Jess Too Good. TOO Good. Hi guys. I hope you don't mind me emailing you privately. This has been sitting in my heart for a while, and I finally decided to put it into words, hopefully without crying on the keyboard too much. Lock in. Let's lock in. I have not read this before, but let's lock in.
But something like that tells you.
Yeah. Let's lock in.
Okay.
My husband, Brett, is a huge fan of For the Dads. And when I say huge, I mean he watches religiously. New video out, everything stops. Snacks are prepared, drinks are poured, and we're usually tucked up in bed ready to watch, followed by a very serious debrief where we solve all the world's parenting problems, or at least talk about them like we could. What started as just a YouTube channel has genuinely become part of our routine in our relationship. Some nights we laugh, some nights we get emotional, and some nights we just sit there nodding like, yep, that's exactly how it feels. We get married in Vegas on the 21st of September. We got married on the 21st of September in 2024. And marrying Brett was hands down the best decision I've ever made. Vegas clearly brings good judgment occasionally. He works incredibly hard as a welder fabricator to give me and the kids the best life he can. And he does it with quiet strength, kindness, and a heart that's bigger than he realizes. He lived in Florida for a year when he was younger, and his love for America has never left him. This year, I surprised him with a trip back to Vegas for our anniversary so we can make more memories together. And one day, we hope to return with all the kids and share it with them too. Florida, not Vegas. I really just wanted to say thank you. What you do genuinely matters. Your honesty, humor, and stories make us feel less alone in the madness of parenting, especially on the harder days. And if Brett, PT6, ever happened to get a mention on one of your videos, it would absolutely make his year and probably mine too. But regardless, thank you for creating something that brings comfort, connection, and a lot of laughs into our home. Much love from the UK.
Oh, that is awesome.
Jess Too Good, MT6.
Just Too Good. Thank you. Thank you for writing. The UK, dude.
And he has a love for America. So I'm guessing he's not American.
He lived in Florida for a year.
Okay.
Is what they're saying. And so they take, alleged through the reading, they take some trips to America to reminisce about his time in America. And that's why they went to Vegas and from all their stuff.
That's cool, man.
Well, hello, Brett.
You bloody
You bastard.
They got another clip out here.
You bloody bastard. Hey, Brett.
I think I was in a little Australian right there for a second.
Oh, you going to get on there, Brett? Here are you. Brett, thank you so much for loving our podcast.
Yeah.
And to your wife as well. I love the image of you guys snuggling up in bed and getting some snacks, dude.
Yeah.
God, that gets
cool,
me
man.
stoked. And I love the way y'all pronounce aluminum. Aluminium.
That's how they say it?
Aluminium. Yeah. And controversy is controversy. Controversy. Dude, everything sounds so smart.
So
in that
sick,
accent.
bro.
That's awesome, Jess.
And I love how they call everybody CUNT.
Yeah. Hey, let's normalize that.
Yeah, you cunt.
If you're a guy here in the States that sits there and says to himself, hey, why can't I just freely say the word cunt? You're on the right podcast. We fully support you.
Fatherhood. We have fun.
We have
fun. Hubby shout out here from Jaybird VA on YouTube. Hey guys, I want to start off by saying I love the podcast. My husband put me on you guys last summer and I've been hooked ever since. I really just want to give you guys a shout out. I really just want to give a shout out to my husband, Bryce, not only to brag on him, but to show him how much I appreciate him. Last Friday, I was admitted to the hospital with pre-eclampsia.
Oh, preeclampsia.
Preeclampsia at 31 weeks. We were told we would be here until delivery at 34 weeks. Oh, wow. 3 weeks. You just have to stay in the hospital? What is that?
That was what we searched that one time because Jill was potentially preeclamptic with the gestational diabetes. And it has to do with the placenta.
A pregnancy-specific blood pressure disorder occurring after 20 weeks, often containing protein in urine and organ damage.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Staying admitted to the hospital until, for 3 weeks. Wow. To make light of this situation, he looked at me and said, what would Will Compton say? I'm just laughing like, did he actually say that? We both collectively said, good.
Hey, there you go.
Unfortunately, I started to progressively get worse, and the decision was made to deliver our twin girls, Denver and Rory, at just 31 weeks and 5 days. Although premature, our girls are thriving in the NICU.
Let's go. That's huge.
Throughout this time, Bryce has been killing his new role as a dad, but also his role as a partner. While caring for me post C-section, he is also keeping track of my pumping schedule, washing pump parts. Huge, good. That's Bryce.
Hey, there you go, Bryce. He's a killer.
Labeling milk and delivering it to the NICU for our girls, and so much more. That's Bryce. Let's fucking go, man.
Let's go.
From being together since ages 14 and 15, I truly could not be more proud of the man he has become and the great father I know he'll be. Shout out Bryce, dude.
There's nothing.
Jaybird, thank you for writing in.
Yes, there's nothing better than people when faced with adversity, just leaning into it and making the best of a situation. And Bryce, you are doing so more than you could ever know for your wife.
Mm-hmm.
And that's speaking from somebody that has never experienced anything like that, but just knowing like everything that she's having to go through, that she's able to sit there and go, man, I don't have to question a single thing about Bryce.
Yeah.
He's got it. Like, God, that's a good feeling.
Good.
PT6, we interrupt this episode for a brand that we know very well, that we love very much. And honestly, I'm a bit nervous even talking about it because the king of Olipop is sitting here to my left, Will Compton. And I will try to give this brand justice because it is truly, it's our favorite brand right now in the office as far as liquid consumption. They have incredible flavors. I'm holding one of Will's favorites, Classic Grape. I'll go ahead and pop that open. But they don't only have great flavors. They also have a great deal going on, guys. You can get a free can of Olipop when you buy any 2 cans of Olipop in store, and they will pay you back for one. That works on any flavor at any retailer. That's at drinkolipop.com/BWTB. Again, drinkolipop.com/BWTB. Olipop is sold online at drinkolipop.com plus Amazon and available in the soda aisle and with the chilled beverages at thousands of retailers nationwide, including Walmart, Target, Costco, and Whole Foods. Guys, we also interrupt this episode to bring you our good friends, Wayfair. Wayfair is bringing some fun deals here in the spring. We have already talked about the Baylor sign that hangs above me. We talked about the Memorial Stadium plaque that hangs over on Will's side. There's been some discussion of some lamps being added to our set via Wayfair, of course. Wayfair is the place to go for tons of household items, but they also have kitchen items. They have anything that you would ever need for a tailgate. You're having the friends over. You need some dishes to put all your buffalo wings on, or your snacks and bowls. Wayfair's got it all. They also offer installation and assembly services that are available for a truly seamless experience. Thousands of 5-star reviews help you shop with confidence. Find furniture and decor and essentials that fit your unique style and budget, and head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. Back to the episode. That leads into my crack a cold one.
Perfect.
Crack a cold one, little Olipop.
Oh,
Yummy.
come on. You see what we got in front of us too.
Yes, sir.
When does our Olipop video come out?
Sometime this week.
I just
think-
want PT6s to know. If you have any question, if your boy's about that life, you'll know. You'll know soon enough.
Yes.
We'll just do it because they pay the money. You're going to learn very quick that I do this for real. You saw the Olipop make an appearance too in the old one shelf.
It's a cash grab. Willie sees it's just a big cash.
He don't know how to put a wall mount in his garage.
That's bait. That's bait.
No, it ain't. Crack a cold one. I had a full-on date night on Sunday. It was unreal.
How did it end?
It did end with Shockwave, and that's not for clicks. That's not for clicks. I'm just gonna say it. It ended with Shockwave.
That's just facts.
That's just facts.
Went to brag.
Went to Del Frisco's Grill. Got some steak. Got some French onion soup. Got a little Philly cheesesteak egg roll.
Yeah.
Got a little wine for the wifey. Yeah, I can't be drinking wine. I'm on the muscle relaxers.
The muscle relaxer. When you said that earlier, I'm good. I'm on muscle relaxers now. Like it's like a supplement. Like you're back on creatine or something.
You know, I'm really proud of myself. I'm taking care of myself. I started taking muscle relaxers. But yes, we had a full-on date night. It was absolutely incredible. And a rule, here's a little dad hack for you, a rule that Jill wants to do when we are at dinner on date nights or at the meal is that we can't talk about Scarlett. We got to talk about ourselves.
Oh, I love that.
And talk about, stuff that's going on in our lives, thoughts, feelings, yada, yada. And it was a lot harder said than done, or a lot easier said than done. Because it was like, oh my gosh. Like every conversation, like Scarlett would then come in and be like, hey, don't talk about Scarlett. We're talking about us. We're talking about us here. It was very fun. But that same thought that Wifey is probably having about Bryce, Jill and I were just talking about, this would be good for Zachary and Kourtney as well. When you're looking for a partner, is that you never have those thoughts of like worry, of like trust, of anything like that. Like I don't know how to explain it, but with Jill, it's just like, hey, I'm going to a bachelorette party in West Palm Beach, blah, blah, blah. I have like zero follow-up questions with that.
Yeah.
I'm like, go have fun with your friends. That sounds awesome.
It is. The reason I'm laughing is you saying for Zach and Kourtney.
Well, potentially,
Yeah.
potentially, because they're looking for love. They're looking for love.
But you've been married now, however long, couple years.
Yeah. Coming up on 3.
You got an 8-month-old Scotty, and you're relating to like married couples that like the topic of kids being in every conversation. So you guys, which I love, by the way.
Yeah.
Charles will have like stuff she reads or cards or things that like, hey, I saw this. And it's almost like the same challenge of like thinking beyond what our day-to-day is, where it's just surrounded by kids. I love that because it challenges you, because sometimes you're just hitting dead ends like, okay, give me a minute to kind of Give me a minute to think a little bit.
Yeah, I brought up Scarlett again.
Yeah, and it's such game for couples, married couples, like partners that are just in it. And I just love that you're like, it could be a good thing for Zach and Kourtney.
This could be good for Zach and Kourtney. I'm throwing it out there.
Met.
But they might. But the part that's important for them is when you are looking for that partner, one of my favorite qualities in Jill is like there's just no questions.
Yeah.
And we were laughing because I told Jill, I was like, this is a really poor way of saying it, but it's almost like I don't care. That's how much I don't worry. Like there's no worry there.
Don't care
ever.
about what?
Like, hey, I'm going to a bachelorette party, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's almost like I don't care about her going to the bachelorette party.
You don't care if she hit the Shockwave? Somebody else?
Well, I do, but I'm
just
saying,
teasing.
Yeah.
I'm teasing. I'm totally teasing. Like, hey, sweetheart, if you did it, I don't care.
I don't care. But I'm saying it almost feels that way with how much I'm just like, just go have fun. And like, you're going to be with your friends. And that's so like, it's just such a great, like, oh my gosh, just like no stress, no weight on your shoulders.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't feel like you're like a crazy person sitting by your phone or
Yeah.
sending messages or just being curious. Like, oh, so wait, what time did you say you left there?
Yeah. When are you getting back?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like,
Hey, you said you were going to text me before bedtime. You said bedtime's going to be around 10:30. It's 11:45 right now.
where's my FaceTime?
Yeah.
FaceTime me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my crack a cold one. Was date night.
Love that.
And
Still think it's hilarious you brought up Zach and Kourtney.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, any parents that could be in the monotony and looking for a date night,
Zach
here's
and
a good
Kourtney.
here's some good conversation challenges we got up with. Another thing I just love that you with your partner is just the freedom of not feeling like
potentially with Zach and Kourtney.
Yeah.
Potentially. And we're not doing anything, like we said, hands off. We're just
Zero pressure.
Zero pressure.
Zero
hands off.
pressure. Then we do need a follow up. It's almost like we need Kourtney to be like,
Yeah, next week we're gonna get an email or a DM or something.
something that says, hey, why not?
Hey Zach,
Yeah, I'd be cool to get connected with him.
I'll send my info to the For the Dads guys. For the Dads guys will forward that along to you. And then, like they said, they're gonna, put their hands up, they're done.
Yeah. If Kourtney just simply said, I'd be interested in connecting with Zach.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
What you thinking, Deke?
My brain goes to, damn, we're going to have our first kid that we sponsor.
That's an FTD baby.
Yeah, that's an FTD baby.
That's an FTD baby right there. Yeah.
Oh,
First NIL deal, this kid. I mean, we got something, man.
We'll sponsor the marriage.
Yeah.
We have to be the officiators.
We just start this whole new. We start this whole new movement, and we have baby boomers V.2 version 2 of the next generation.
Zach's family and Kourtney's family, immediate family, can be there. The audience, the guests, the invites is just going to be the audience of Papa Teams For the Dads, Papa Teams.
Oh, I love that.
Next merch is a tuxedo T-shirt.
Yeah.
We'll make it work.
Hey, we'll give them a cut. We'll give them a percentage or whatever.
Split rev.
Whatever. But we yeah. Or did you have a crack a cold one, sir? Not to throw it in your court, I do have a really good survival kit.
Crack a cold one. My crack a cold one, first grill of the season. With first grill of the year the other day. It's been beautiful in Nashville. It's great outside today. I want to say it's hitting 76 today. It's 71 right now.
I saw high.
We about to argue weather?
As I was getting
There's
dressed,
nothing
hey, Siri,
more
what's the
dad.
weather like today? It's going to be a high of 71 in Nashville. That's what I got.
Now I got to fact check you.
Hey.
High today is 72.
Off by one, I'll take that.
And those things do change throughout the day.
They do.
So maybe he's
Because I could have swore my Garmin said something else. Mine said 76.
Yeah. I do have very quickly.
Time out. Crack a cold one.
Time out. Will has a crack a cold one.
Weather's been great outside. First grill of the season. We heated because we got, listen, I don't want to flex. But we got a hot tub. Like we got a pool, we got a hot tub.
That's
and
not
it's
a
time I had-
flex.
you know,
Tell us about your hot tub.
I love it. Like the weather was so nice. We were trying to kind of heat the pool, get it going. We couldn't get it. It would take all day long. It would take all day. But you turn the spa mode on and it heats up the hot tub. It's a little corner of the pool. Like it's, it's one of those, you say flex, but I can't help but feel that way. Cause not having a pool or a hot tub or anything of that sorts growing up. The one time we thought about getting a hot tub, we thought about getting it in college and just putting it on the back deck. But then we realized we fucked up with getting a pool table downstairs because we never used it. We couldn't maneuver around it. So we opted out of the hot tub. But just first time having a hot tub.
Yeah.
It's a pool like you'd kind of make on The Sims. I'm just,
Oh, also, no, go ahead. Sorry about the hot tub. I totally cut you off. That was my bad. Chef was giving me a note about time, and I cut off I cut off your sentence.
Yeah, I gotta. You don't care about my hot tub.
I do.
It's all good. Trust me, that's what I felt insecure talking about.
No, you don't need to.
We got to enjoy the hot tub.
And it looks
we're outside. It was in the 70s over the weekend. We had a grill session. I had a couple ribeyes, Wagyu.
And you caught some flack on the bus.
Caught some flack on the bus.
For not having an after picture.
Yeah.
I trust your word, though. I have seen steaks that you have cooked.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, yeah. I knocked out of the park.
Yeah, I know you can cook a steak.
Let's if I crack a cold one. We had a great time outside. You know what? Listen, I don't want to talk about the hot tub anymore.
Okay.
Done. I'm done. I won't ever mention it again.
What about the sauna, Will? What about the sauna? Talk about the sauna.
Yeah, I do got a sauna to go.
Go. No, I am very sorry because Chef was doing a great job of producing, and then I cut you off of your story, and I do apologize.
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
Am I allowed to do this, Chef? You're back there fucking producing shit.
I think we're going to get an earpiece for Sherm so that way I can just relay stuff like whisper in. That way we don't have to do the hand signals.
Ooh, that sounds secret agent and fun.
You could also wait for a time where a moment stops.
To be honest, I've been doing this signal for the last 10 minutes as we've been telling stories. And Sherm, I finally made eye contact. I went, Sherm.
Because we are coming up on an hour, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Will, I want to hear it. What you're going to say.
I was going to say a joke on the podcast. I was going to work in a joke.
Go for it.
And it was going to be, how we do, and listen, now I'm butchering the joke now. I'm just going to say what the joke is going to be and I was going to figure out a way to maneuver it in, but I'm like, who knows?
Yeah.
Because you brought up the steak. Like when I posted about the steak, first grill of the season, I was going to have what took so long to get that photo up. There we go.
And Derek's holding up a producer sign.
Shut up, Will sign.
Yeah.
But I was going to say first grill of the season to kick off the war.
The first grill of the season to kick off the war.
Yeah, because I posted it on Saturday. We bombed Iran.
Oh.
We can cut that out.
We can't cut that out.
We can always cut that out.
We can leave it in too.
Because
probably
it's like,
it out.
I love to muck it up.
Yeah, you're having fun.
Yeah.
You're having fun.
But I had another joke, and again, we can cut this out.
Okay.
Because I was wanting to post it, and then I was advised not to, and I'm like, oh, you don't know how bad it makes me want to post it even more.
Who did you run it by? Just wondering.
I'll tell you after the pod.
Okay.
And because I'm just wanting to run. I'm like laughing to myself.
Yeah.
Because I know it's ridiculous. And I was going to work in another joke. Like, okay, maybe I can put this on Rue somehow.
Bombing in the middle.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know how we do rose and thorns for dinner? We were going around the table, what's the rose and thorn? And I asked Rue, sweetheart, what was your rose and thorn today? She said, we bombed Iran.
She said that.
And I was like, Rue, you can't.
Wait, was that her rose or her thorn?
Those are her rose.
Oh no!
Yeah, sweetheart, we can't joke about shit like that. Thank God you don't have the internet, because people would come out.
They would get upset
for a joke like that.
Yeah.
I was teaching her right away. That was a big learning lesson moment.
That's a know your audience type of situation.
You could say this in front of that because
safe space here.
Yeah, safe space here. That's a hilarious joke.
At the Montessori though, I would hold off.
Yeah. Don't say it at school. Don't say it at school. And I for sure won't post about that or make a joke of it because you don't want to get in those waters. It's a dangerous game out there.
Again, our kids growing up to be old enough to look at our content. Just be like, Dad, what the hell? What in the world?
I know it's not funny, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Gotta laugh.
And also, just randomly thought we could go into our voicemails. We got a couple.
Let's do it. 601 The Dads. You want to be featured on the show? We send you merch. We do the whole thing. If you don't want to hear your voice heard, don't want your voice to be on the show, you want to write in, we have 601thedads@gmail.com. Let's kick off the dad hotline.
Yes. This one is labeled 137 missed calls.
Hey fellas, this is Trent. It's currently 6:12 in the morning and I am flying 85 all the way across the great state of Missouri. Was on a goose hunt with my buddies for a bachelor party. Woke up at 4 a.m. To get out and go hunt. Checked my phone, 137 missed calls, 50 text messages. Called my wife and her water broke and she is going into labor. We got the go ahead last minute decision to be able to go. She's 37 weeks and nothing was budging, but of course, good. Hopefully everything goes well. Wish me luck, boys. Love you guys.
Love you too, man. Thanks for the call in. Slow down. Just
Trent, slow down.
For legal sake on the show. We can't promote speeding.
No. Yeah. God forbid we promote speeding on this podcast.
We can't do that.
Dad podcast.
Yeah, dad
podcast. Please drive responsibly. Please.
Yeah.
Trent. I love that his first thought was call the boys. Do you know how dead inside I would feel if I had 20 missed calls for my wife? I'd be like, oh my God. Like
you don't even call back. You just send, like you see all the messages, you hear the water broken, you just text her. Are you sure? Because it's a hunting trip. I'm trying to, but are you sure?
Like, are we sure that it's going to happen? Because the goose numbers are crazy. Garrett says everybody's got to limit out.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all getting our limit today. Oh my God.
Great call in.
Trent.
Hope everything goes well. Hope everything went well.
Yes. Safe travels. Hope you got there in time, but also hope that Wifey had a nice, easy delivery.
Yeah. And that you went the speed limit. Click it or ticket.
What was your rose? You didn't speed. You didn't speed. Cut from First Team is our second voicemail.
Hey boys, I just called. I'm going to leave a better message. I'm a dad out of California. I got a 10-year-old that is, we just got word, got cut from his first team. And really good team. Could go anywhere else and play, but I don't know what to say to the kid. I had no experience with this at all. He's an only child. So I'm curious to hear if you guys have had any stories about parents dealing with defeat or whatever you want to call it, and how you guys deal with it, what you think the best way is to deal with it. I know there's a lot of kids in club sports now and how cutthroat they are. So would love to hear your opinion. Wish me luck. It's going to be just terrible. See ya.
So the kid hasn't got the news yet.
He hasn't got the news.
How old?
10.
10 years old?
Yeah.
Club team. I mean, you're playing different ball game.
Yeah. And out in California, I'm sure that there's a lot of competition. Like there's a lot of really good teams, a lot of athletes.
Good.
Yeah. First off, good. Secondly, I never got like cut from a team, but I 100% made like the B team and the C team for some sports in middle school, which really sucked. Because everybody wants to be on the A team. Dude, I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah.
Because I think the only thing right off the bat, when you're having that conversation with your son of This team thought that you weren't good enough. You could probably speak to this better than anybody, being able to essentially walk onto an NFL team, not being drafted. I would say, I don't know how to say it, but I would say sit him down to try and create that mindset that you had when you were going to the NFL to prove yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Difference there is I was an adult.
You're an adult. It's a 10-year-old.
And he's trying to figure out how to communicate with this 10-year-old when he's mortified of getting cut or getting, not making the team.
Yeah.
Look, this isn't going to be the first time that you get told no. This isn't going to be the first time that I understand you aspire and desire to be on this team. And it's not going to be the first time a desire gets taken away from you and something kind of, outside of your control to where you're not the decision maker. And what a moment too, if I'm dad, like I'm pulling from, if I happen to be the kid's child, speaking on my own experience, it would be pulling examples from my journey back in time where whether it's undrafted, getting cut, something bad happening, whether in school growing up, anything that you can pull from that felt like that was failure, that you saw as failure, that you struggled with. You're like using the example in that storytelling to empathize where your son is probably going to be at. And it's going to hurt. There's nothing you're going to do that's just going to take his pain away or any words that you're going to be said, but you're also being real about this isn't going to be the first time this is going to happen, buddy. You know what I mean? Like this decision, two things are going to happen. You can go whenever we get home. You're going to go to bed tonight, and you're going to go to bed every night, and you're going to want to stay under the covers. You're going to want to stay secluded from everybody else and be ashamed and be embarrassed. It's okay to feel those things, but two things are going to happen. You're either going to allow this moment to define you, or you're going to show up, understand where we can get better at. If this is something you want to continue doing and something you aspire to do, which I know it is you want to do, but we show up the next day and work on the things from the feedback that we got on why this didn't work out. And you just work and you work and you work because that is life. That is, how great is it that this happened when you're young and not later on where you're given everything and you've accomplished everything and you've been a stud at everything. And then you taste failure for the first time when you are a little bit more developed with your brain, your skill set, everything else, to where you feel like it's such a shock and an embarrassing feeling to you. We get to deal with this now when you're young because it's not going to be the first time. There's nobody that goes through anything without failure or adversity. You get to taste this adversity now. You're wanting to play club level ball. And club level ball, there's higher competition. We can go play community league if you want to. We can keep you protected. You can hit the 4 slot. You can hit the 3 hole. You can play center field. You can do all the things and be a stud in a small pond. But if you're wanting to chase these things, there's going to be some realities that is going to suck when you do get told no. However, that reality can also be our feedback because I know you want to be great at this. And this is a lesson that either can define you or we can grow and get better from it. Because I'm not shying away from wanting to go out and play catch or work on the things that you're wanting to get better at.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready, this is going to suck. There's no way around it, bud. There's no way around, this hurting. This should hurt because you care. You love it. You want to be great at it.
Find examples too. One, you are cooking. You're cooking. Find examples because I know that there's really good examples out there of absolute studs like I'm almost positive Michael Jordan got cut.
You always, the famous one is Michael Jordan not making his high school basketball team.
Yeah. Like find examples in that sport that he's playing. I'm guessing it's baseball. Just from context clues. I feel like that sounds like baseball to me.
Could be, maybe it's soccer.
Could be soccer. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably soccer or baseball. Yeah.
Either way. I know as a dad, I can imagine he's like, this is going to and he's like, you can hear it in his voice. This is going to suck. Cause you're seeing your boy. You
could hear it in his voice.
You're seeing your boy fail. You're seeing your kids fail, which we always want to protect our kids. We want them to be great. We hate seeing them deal with something that they haven't experienced before and knowing what it could do to their psyche. But also, man, what a gift and an opportunity and a lesson to have right now.
Big opportunity.
Dude, they're 10.
Yeah.
They're young. There's so much developed. There's so much to work on. Like, that's where it's like, hey, good, we need to taste
we
need to taste some of this.
It is such a blessing. I know it probably sucks to hear that from his end of things, but this is a blessing that this is happening at 10. And this can be a really, really cool defining moment for your son and for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good can come out of this.
Right.
Your son's work ethic will be completely different than anybody else of his peers for the rest of his life because of this moment.
Yeah. And you know, too, as an adult, as a dad, as knowing the harsh realities that are factual and true, the sun rises every day and nobody cares about how you feel. And I don't say that to be like aggressive about it. We just
I know what you mean, though.
We all know as adults that no matter what, everything continues to spin and go, and people are out there moving. And it's truly, it comes down to you getting out of bed and having a drive, building momentum, having a purpose for, okay, am I going to allow this failure to define me, or am I going to get my shit together, listen to whatever the feedback was, and not let external noise or anything external affect what my next approach is going to be? Because at the end of the day, you're receiving data. What am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
You're not telling a 10-year-old that, obviously, but you get to start molding this little human to essentially prepare for that to be life one day, because that is the harshest way to just understand the reality of the world.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I would add on top of that is if I was in this position, is to attack the original reason why the kid wants to play that sport or be on that team. Is that he's saying, like, there's other teams, but this was the really good one, and there's other situations, but this is the one he wanted. But that doesn't mean that you can't not play the sport. And that doesn't mean there aren't other opportunities to continue playing that sport. And so as a dad, I don't have kids, I'm not married, but I would think to attack the reason the kid wanted to be on the team. If it's just to play with his buddies, different kind of beast. But if he just loves the sport and he's like, yeah, I'm just mad I won't get to play, I would just drive home the fact that there are other opportunities, and talent is talent. Like you talk about being a walk-on in the NFL, like you'll get noticed and you'll get your time to play. And there's nothing wrong with playing on a worse team and being the guy on that team, I guess, is how I would hope I treat it someday.
I love the approach too. Buddy, why do we play? Why do we play this game?
Yes.
Tell me why you love soccer or baseball, whatever the sport is.
Gauge his passion for it. That is a great point. That is a really good point.
Because that's honestly well said. You're starting from the why.
Yeah, like once you have that base set up of like, oh, you're diehard passionate about this. Okay, well, buddy, this is what we're gonna do to stay in it and like keep moving forward. We got this. Oh, you just want to be on there because Bradley's on there and that's your buddy and he lives 2 blocks away. Like, dude, we can find another team. You're gonna meet some other Bradleys. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love that question. Something
it's a
I'm
good
going to sit here and marinate on for the next week. Because that's a good one. That's obviously a tough spot for a parent, because you're wanting to approach it the right way.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you're not trying to not validate how my man's feeling, but you're also thinking like, buddy, this is going to be all good. This is going to be the first of many times you're going to fail. And you know why you're going to continue to fail? Because you want to be really good at something and you want to put yourself out there and be vulnerable enough to be great. And with that comes failure, and you're just going to learn.
Yeah.
You're just going to learn. Or you can go home and you don't want to do anything. You want to play video games, which I know that's not what you want to do.
Yeah.
But buddy, this is going to be the first of many, man. And that is awesome to say. Once you know that like that is going to be the reality, that's when you can just accept. Because once you can, the sooner you can accept this and understand it and feel it and know that this feeling's not going to go away for the rest of life.
Yeah.
The sooner we'll be able to start finding solutions to, hey, what's going to be our pivot? What are we going to do next?
Yeah. And just like the passing of a loved one or like other huge milestones, like universal truths in this world, not too early, but at the early stages of life, like him being able to understand a universal truth of you will fail. But what are you going to do about it?
Right.
What are you going to learn from that? Loved ones are going to pass away. How do we deal with that? Like I think learning that at a young age, this is a really cool opportunity for this dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we want, time-wise, do we want to jump to emails? Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. We're what around where we're flirting around. Actual time. Oof. Jeff's got work cut out for him.
Well, I have one email, so that works perfect. Okay, perfect.
Mason Golio. Part 1. We have pictures for part 2. Oh, he looks like a stud. What's up, boys? This is Mason from Florida. My wife and I had the same job cleaning pools, but when she got pregnant, I took over her pool route and still doing my own just so we can keep the same pay while she stays at home. Good. Well, now she's in her nesting stage where that means she wants to do all kinds of home improvement. Good. Last weekend, after working 5 double shifts, she's like, I can't stand the way our kitchen ceiling looks. It's amazing. What can you do about it? Well, boys, I took care of it and I'm building up that Shockwave.
Come on.
Here's some pictures for the work done. Oh, beautiful ceiling.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Now, you know what? You know my man Mason gets there?
Mason.
Coupons. This is a Shockwave and this is a put a bow on a coupon.
Brother, he got the whole wheel at the fair. You know how they have the entire wheel of coupons? Give him the whole damn wheel.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
Okay, Mason. Wow. I hope Jill does not see that. Daniel Rich. This is an email that starts with good morning, Papa Team Sickos. My boy Sherm. God, I love you, man. Go Dogs. One Shelf Willie. I am so proud of you. You have officially upgraded to Snowpocalypse Willie. So let's get to it. About last night. I was fortunate to be in town here in Jacksonville, Florida, in the Neptune Beach area at my house. I travel a lot for work. I got home from Cleveland on Wednesday evening and was planning on spending all Thursday, February 26th, with my boy Waylon, who is 2, while my wife went to work at Wolfson's Children's Hospital. She is a NICU practitioner there. Milk Team Sixer is a serious boss bitch. That's my little mama. That evening, Waylon went down to sleep at 9:40 p.m. and my wife had just gotten home around 9:50 p.m. We were in the room discussing our day and our upcoming C-section on March 12th for our little baby girl, Josephine. The excitement was apparently too much. While my wife stood up at exactly 10 p.m. like something out of a movie, her water suddenly broke. Good. Didn't have bags packed. Good. Baby fluid all over our bedroom floor. Good. Family lives in Atlanta. Good. As of 12:11 a.m., February 27th, my second child, Josephine Lynn Rich, arrived at 6 pounds, 14 ounces, making me a first-time girl dad. I get it, boys. I'm cooked. She's got me wrapped. Take the credit card, my life and my heart, baby girl. Peep the For the Dads gear and the pics, all of the best boys. I love y'all and the content. It definitely feels like we are all in this together. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He's got the PT6
that,
black
man.
For the Dads hat.
Look at
little Josephine.
Yeah. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
And congratulations. And go Dogs. What's he doing with that, Chef? What do you mean by that?
Go Dogs.
What do you mean by that?
It's golfing season. We'll worry about that later.
What do you mean by go Dogs? Topic, quote, lesson of the week. I have a quote.
Let's hear it.
This one is a little late, but I thought it would be apropos to quote Clay Matthews.
Well said. Well said.
Here's our quote. Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you've earned here tonight. One game. If we played them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game, not tonight. Tonight, we skate with them. Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team in the world. You were born to be hockey players, every one of you. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great hockey team the Soviets have. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it. Herb Brooks.
It's a great quote.
Thank you.
That's good for
It's a
PT6.
little late, but God.
Great quote.
What a
nonetheless.
quote. Yeah. And just switch out hockey player with dad.
Dad.
Tired of this.
I'm
Yeah,
tired
sick
of
of-
hearing how good these Soviet dads are at being fathers. Go out there and take it.
One game, one feed.
What feed?
Are you dad?
Tonight, we parent with them. Oh, my God. Yeah, dude. That gets me juice every time I hear that. What do you have cooking?
I love how when there's always a hard day, Instagram has some slide carousel that is either pointing out all the things my kids do that make it a hard day.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to make you feel better. Or if it's real and you're just thinking like, okay, we're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
This one is from Shoutout, Happy Minds.
Shweta.
Yeah, 5 signs your child is truly happy that most parents miss. They daydream, talking to toys, building imaginary worlds, getting lost in their own stories. This is not distraction. That is a brain that feels safe to explore. They disagree with you. I'll say that again. They disagree with you. That is not fair. I do not like it. This is not disrespect. It is trust. They believe your love will not disappear just because they think differently. They copy you, your tone, your habits, your little phrases. Children imitate the people who feel safe to them. You are their model of the world. They are silly around you. Loud laughter, random songs, funny faces. Goofiness means comfort. Play is how children show connection. They show big emotions. Tears, anger, I hate you moments. Haven't got to those yet.
Okay.
It may feel messy, but it means they feel safe enough to be real instead of hiding their feelings. And the last one, real happiness is not constant smiling. It is feeling safe, it is feeling seen, and it is being free to be themselves with you. Shout out, Shweta, Happy Minds on Instagram.
Let's go. And a question that
Comment below safe, and I'll share a list of simple, practical things. Those ones.
Oh,
Comment the word.
yeah.
Hey, but the comment this week,
What
what's
is
it going to be? Oh, blue heart.
a blue heart
Blue heart cry.
for Jose? Correct?
Yeah.
Jorge.
I
Jorge.
do, and if people listen to the very end of this can be another emoji. We need to make Papa Team 6 aware.
Okay.
March 14th. Steak and blowjob day.
And that's your rose for this.
Yeah.
That's your rose. That's coming up.
Yeah.
Just circle that.
Put a steak emoji.
Put it.
Or rose. Still listen, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. We have fun in the comments.
Yeah.
But March 14th.
March 14th.
Showed my wife last night. Yeah.
That's
After-
fat.
You know, you have you little fun moments with your wife where you go over. Because I was telling her I was about to go up in Goon with Demon. We watched our episode of The Beast in Me. By the way, great show.
Great
Awesome
show.
And I was like, she was talking about going to bed. It was about 9:30. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go up and throw some lead.
Yeah.
Throw some lead in with the boys.
Honey, we're boots on the ground.
Yeah,
right
we're
now, so
boots on the ground. I got to go get the headset on. I'm going to kill a couple bad guys. with the boys. And they came over. She was sitting on the couch. I'm standing up, walking over, bend down, give her a kiss, smile, give her another kiss.
Ooh.
And then I hit her with I stood up and then I hit her with the, She laughed. I said,
She loved that.
She loved that. Hey, baby, don't forget. I started walking away. I said, hey, don't forget, March 14th is coming up. She's like, what's March 14th? I said, steak and blowjob day. Yes. Putting it on your radar.
And she actually told me that you had brought that up, and she told me what she said after you said that. She said, there's the man I married.
Mm-hmm.
There's the man I fell in love with.
Yep.
There he is.
Love you, baby.
And gave her a little air tap.
Yeah. Take your trash out.
Take
We
your
love you. We'll see you next week.